reviewing that show. We here to review that show. And if we think we can, we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
Review that show, bitch!
Follow through on that.
Joker
Fuck
shredder.
everything.
Joker fucking shredder, dude. They did that. Okay.
Oh wow, man. I love the balls of this. This was awesome. Oh wow. Yeah. I think they got me. Well, that was worth it. That was nice. You never know with these cartoons, man. But that was actually one I'll rock with. I have good memories of that. I don't quite know.
I think that was very fucking awkward.
You thought it was awkward?
Dude, yeah.
I enjoyed the awkwardness. Yeah,
We're about to talk. We're about to talk, man. Like I said, that's why I was like, I'm not going to say anything until I'm situated. Till I'm together.
Like, nah, man. Shut up. We're gonna talk about
we about to talk about this thing here.
No, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So dudes, you know the Marty's in the building.
Marty's.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
Over the place.
And we're here today. We're gonna be reviewing Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, are we gonna be doing that?
I mean, we're gonna talk a little something.
Yeah, no, I'm down there.
Because our main event, we're mainly here to review mine. And I like the theme of this episode will have to be confliction, just conflict, because so much of mine was in conflict with itself. And just watch this because we just sat here and we watched this Batman Ninja Turtles joint, and that's one of the main things that I was feeling while watching this was this freaking conflict. Of tones, my dude.
Definitely.
Welcome to the Reviewing Dat Show, man. It's that actor guy, Mr. Bats, in the building, representing the FlyWithBats Podcast. Hit us up at FlyWithBats@gmail.com for the FlyWithBats folks. Shouts out to Alpha Joe. Shouts out to D-Mac. In the building with my Reviewing Dat partner.
It's your favorite host, Marty. MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also, go to lowrainpictures.com. Click on the Your30 tab where I co-host the show there with... Got it. There it is. What's his name?
Black Wikipedia!
That's right, that guy. Also known as The Arrogant Observer. Your30 with Marty and The Arrogant Observer. Check it out where you listen to your podcast and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in this thing, dog. Hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. You refer it, we review it. That's how it always goes down.
That's how it works.
And dude. So, talking turtles, my dude. And Batman versus the Ninja Turtles is something that just came out on do we say DVD, Blu-ray, digital download. It just came out. And a lot of people don't even know this, but it's a thing. Like they've had all kind of Batman and Ninja Turtle comic book crossovers throughout the years. So it's just the first time that they've ever made a film on it. Mm-hmm. And then so the question becomes, was it worth it? Was it necessary? Why are we having it? Was it enjoyable? And I'm gonna say this.
What did you say?
It was enjoyable, dog. But awkward as hell at times, dog.
Oh yeah. They didn't short you on the awkward moments.
At times, dude, like the animation took a minute for me to like catch up with because it totally worked for Ninja Turtle world. Yeah. But it was kind of odd for Batman world for me.
Yeah, which for me, it kind of just felt like they took more so. The Ninja Turtle style was more dominant here across the board. Yeah, like it bleeded into Batman, where like. I don't know, in my head, I had some sort of weird... because I've seen them do it before, where they sort of take different styles and sort of combine them into two different franchises or properties, but they still sort of maintain their own sort of artistic integrity while being on the screen together. But this one's just sort of felt more so like the Turtles animation and stuff had kind of taken over as the dominant color palette.
And it kind of clashed with the tone of Batman. Shouts out to Troy Baker, who voiced Batman and the Joker. MVP. He
most
did both.
definitely.
He's the first person in history to do that. Voice both sides.
I mean, and do it amazingly. Like, sort of, it was seamless and because I guess what we all wanted, and this is sort of what it is, what it's going to look like. It's just sort of a seamless transition from Kevin Conroy, Conroy, right? I didn't say it right the first time.
Yep.
Why I keep thinking way?
The Batman of our generation animated style.
Yeah, right. So
Kevin Conroy.
So I forgot where I was going with that.
I mean,
we were talking about the voices, right? We wanted a seamless transition from that's the thing. To this new person.
They had other Batman voices in animated.
And have we? I don't feel like have you liked them?
I mean, I haven't had no effect. I haven't disliked or liked them. But
it's not as iconic as
but this dude was Kevin
like
Conroy.
He was channeling it. Yeah.
Son, the whole time we were watching it together, we both was like, "Oh, look at Kevin Conroy, he's back." Because he said he wasn't going to do it anymore. Really, like but he still, even though he did it, he
said that before.
Yeah, he did it another time after he said that. But either way it goes,
Batman
like Troy Baker, you killed it as both voices.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
The thing that I realized while watching it, because I'm talking about this clash, because at times it was a clash between just tones, man. Because you got at times the line readings from Batman were like just so, I am Batman. Like it was just so hard. Right. And I understand it was trying to play the juxtaposition of serious Batman with the funny Turtles, but it didn't flow all the time. Sometimes it hit right on the head for me, and other times I was like, this is just awkward, man. And I think the reason is because they chose the wrong Batman to put with the Turtles. When you first got here, I was watching Batman the Brave and the Bold cartoons on DC Universe, and I think they should have gone with that Batman and put that Batman with the Turtles, because that Batman, I'm telling you, watch a few episodes. He plays it straight, but there's this air that's open for comedy. Yeah. The Kevin Conroy style Batman is so serious in tone for me that when y'all jump back and forth between serious and comedy with him, it just hits me funny, and at times it just was just awkward.
You know what? I'll give you that. So you know what? Here's how I transitioned into the show was you showed me that up for the first time. Yeah, that was my first time really ever seeing the Brave and the Bold. So sort of having that weird tone and then kind of jumping weird for me because it was new. Yeah, you know what I mean. And you already kind of preferenced what it was and everything. And I was like, okay, cool. And
that's another thing. The Turtles are on some meta shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that Batman universe with those Turtles, I think just would have meshed a lot better for me than my 90s.
You know.
Boom. I'm sorry, keep going.
No, it's all good. I'm just gonna let you keep going. I can't say that I enjoyed it.
I still enjoyed it. Yeah, but those problems.
I like that a lot. That's
I had those.
I wanted.
Man, I'm glad you loved it, because I had those problems, dog. I'm watching it. I'm like sometimes, and then like I said, this light blue and gray. I know it's classic comic Batman shit, but it's just it all just, man. And like I said, it just all didn't come together for me like seamlessly. It just didn't. I had fun with the story. The Turtles, a lot of fun. The Turtles were more fun than the Bat Family in this. I know. We had our Robin, Damien. Yeah. I love Damien and shit. But they even had to lighten up Damien. They even had to lighten up Damien because we're in Turtle World. We're in Turtle World in Gotham. We're in the Turtles version of Gotham, not the Gotham that I know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can't argue with that.
But you had a blast, dog. And I'm saying, we watched it together. I'm joked out. It was fun. But it's just, the only thing that made me want to see another one of these is the coda in the end with Joker Shredder.
Oh my God! I'm like, that's just that's a wonderful thing if we can follow up on that. That would be awesome. Thank you for that little cock tease. You're whore.
Because I know I'm never going to watch this one again. Like this.
I'm not. No.
I'm gonna watch this again. Like I said, it was just awkward for me at times. I like the laughs. It was funny. It was a funny movie. It was a fun.
You know
joint.
what? I won't say that. I mean, if I say I don't have access, like say if I had DC Universe, maybe at some point I might. But nah, I'm not.
One great thing that we kept giving props to is the fighting, the choreography.
Yeah, I thought a lot of thought and effort went into that, and that sort of made it seem like, because I don't know, when I saw it, when I walked past it, Tuesday when it came out, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, what was the purpose of this? Why did we do this? And watching it, I'm like, oh man, no, somebody really wanted to do something interesting with the choreography inside of a fight sequence in this.
Oh.
And that's where I feel like somebody thought we could do some real cool shit. And that was sort of the jumping off point.
This animated film had some of the best choreography I've ever seen in any animated film.
Yeah.
Honestly, like they have
Especially
real
of theirs,
fighting
yeah.
beats. I mean, dude.
Because their stuff is more about the story and the character most times. It's not like they don't focus on the action as much as they did this time around.
Dog.
I mean, it's for real.
I'm saying even when we watch some things that have pretty good action, dog, watching these fights, I mean, I felt like I was watching two real motherfuckers fighting. Like it had the punches, it had the kicks, it had the maneuvers, and it had the surprises even within the fight. I'm stepping on your foot, I'm biting your finger, I'm breaking arms,
going for both of you in the kneecaps.
Like I was like action wise, dude, this joint like had it. You dig? But once again, when you come to the tones. One moment, it seemed like, okay, we're in a light Ninja Turtles Nickelodeon help producers, Nickelodeon type joint where niggas just fighting and we're not really even stabbing. Raphael did not stab anyone with the side. We ain't see no blood from Leonardo's blades. But then the next thing you know, we have ninja stars to a ninja's head bleeding out.
We see a head on one
decapitation.
We see that decapitation for real.
And the jury's out on Mr. Freeze. Polar Freeze.
Okay, no. People bit the dust, all right? People are singing with the angels right now or somewhere else in a much lower tone. So, but I want to mention, though, to the listening audience that when I saw the Nickelodeon logo, I was so turned off by this movie.
He sighed.
I was like,
Marty sighed so freaking hard.
It's Kitty. It's gonna be Kitty, and they were like, "That's what you thought."
But it was. That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. The tones kept clashing. One moment we got this henchman that has a Batman tattoo that looks like it's like the Ghostbusters with the bat symbol with the thing over it.
The non-stamp.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, guys. There's some corny shit went down in this movie. Like this movie was campy and corny and cool and fun and funny and action packed. I mean, it's like it had a lot going on, son. I liked and didn't like and liked more than I didn't like. And the thing is, I want to say didn't like. It's just it ranged from awkward to fun for me.
Okay, fair enough. Awkward. I can't argue with that because I basically had the same experience. I can't say it was different for me, but I just enjoyed it so much that I roll with it. It's like, you know what, this is just kind of the brand that y'all are doing, and it's like, okay, I went with it.
Y'all created a brand with this. Like I said, I think if I watched another version of this, since I know what I'm getting into, because it felt like Scooby-Doo mixed with Boondocks, mixed with there's a lot of shit going on
like the art style. Definitely. Yeah, no, I saw it exactly. Yeah, when you mentioned it, that was like a moment where I'm like, damn, this is some fucking stink meaner type shit, right? It was going on right now.
There's some anime feel, but like I said, there's some Scooby-Doo feel to it too with the colors, because I think Scooby-Doo did a Batman crossover, but I think they went with the classic Batman.
They did, yeah, you're right.
And it was that kind of feel, and like I said, these type of crossovers work with a lighter Batman than this for me. Personally.
Fair enough, I hear you.
But some of the beats with the serious Batman were hilarious when they played off of it. That's what I'm saying. So I can't say they went all the way wrong because it worked in ways.
I felt like it was cool because he was a hard ass up until the very end, and like until they finally fucking cracked him, and they had to earn that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's sort of like
they kind of had to earn it, dog. But like
I appreciated
they
that.
Kind of like they cracked. It's a kid's show. It's a cartoon. I gotta remember that because Raphael gave him the speech, and then like I thought it was gonna be a little bit more before Batman cracked. Like he cracked because for a second I'm like, okay, he playing. He's saying he cracked, and then he gonna really lock him up in the back cave and leave.
Yeah.
He was really moved on some shit kind of fast for Batman. For this Batman, once again, if it was another Batman, I'd have believed it. But
okay, now that moment.
Okay, no, okay. So that moment there, actually, you know what? I forgot about that moment. That was a little rushed. I felt to an extent, but yeah, okay. He did sort of turn a little earlier, but I was really thinking about the moment at the end where he was like, "Hey guys, you can't leave. You know what it's time for?"
Oh no, he even said
pizza time.
Yeah, you know he was even meaner than you just now. He's like, "Yeah, you can't leave."
Yeah,
you were so serious. I was like, "Oh shit, Batman."
You know,
that's what made it fun to you. It's pizza time. Like, okay,
I was like, "Oh, okay, Batman, look at you loosening up. This is your tight version of loose."
It was funny.
Your loose version of tight. I don't know.
So for the people listening, now we didn't give no synopsis on what went down in the film. We just gave our feelings. So what goes down in this film, basically, the Turtles come to Gotham because they're trying to find Shredder and the Foot Clan. Classic shit. And and they run into Batgirl at first. Batgirl tell, Batman they got some freaking mutant lizard type motherfuckers running around Gotham, dog. I don't know if they're on the good side or the bad side. You feel me? Batman try to roll up. Next thing you know, Batman have a fire-ass fight with Shredder. But he ain't sure if the Turtles working with Shredder. So we got a situation with the heroes not knowing that the heroes is heroes and stuff. So then the heroes wind up linking up, and Batman, after the fight with Shredder was intense, and it was even up until Shredder did this super ass move and damn near murdered Batman.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I thought he was gonna be, he was gonna carry that pain for the rest of the movie. I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like
Batman
the way that he got up, I was just like, oh. Damn, you got some internal bleeding. You gonna collapse at some point later on.
Though, dog.
I know he Batman, dude, but I'm like, you saw what the fuck? You saw what happened?
He's Batman.
Like, bro, he broke something.
Marty, he's Batman. He's Batman. You need to accept that he's Batman.
Just accept that.
He's Batman.
No, I can't argue.
So next
with
thing you know, after Batman and got his ass whooped by Shredder, and after the Turtles just whooped up on Penguin's henchmen and shit.
Yeah.
Batman beat the fuck out the Turtles.
Yeah.
They roll up on his car, and shouts out to the Turtle characterizations, dog. They were fun and funny. They all were who they were. Michelangelo damn near stole the show. He was funny all throughout. Raphael had the nice mixture of the gruff but have the heart. You know what I mean? Yep. We had the new version of Donatello, which was still nerd, but it was new kind of nerd.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
but
it was updated.
It's updated nerd. Because the only person that's kind of classic was Leo. That felt like Leo
and the clash between Leo and Raph, like that. Oh, there was only a little bit of that, but it's always there, no matter what.
And they gave Leo a little bit more. This is one thing I do like over the years. It's happened for Leo, dog. Because the same thing happened for Cyclops in the comics. Like when we was growing up, Leo was like straight laced, like leader.
Yeah.
And lately they've given him more edged, even though he's the leader. And I like that part for he ain't no hoe.
Right, yeah.
Leo ain't no hoe.
Actually, so watching this, man, I realized, oh yeah, that's right. I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan.
Yeah,
like
we grew up on this shit.
Yeah, like I'm like hardcore. I was like, oh shit, I forgot how insanely into this shit you were. Cause like cause at one point, I don't know, I just started calling out shit.
Yep.
And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right, you were into this shit crazy.
But
it was a cool reminder.
I
you know what I'm saying? I loved going back.
Little known bat fact, dog. Like all through when I was really young, like when this was out, I used to play it so much. Me and my friends used to play Ninja Turtles so much that all the old heads on the block used to call us Turtle. Like that was a nickname for us for a minute. Whenever what's up, the Turtle? Seriously, I'm Ninja Turtle. So seeing Batman and Ninja Turtles come together for a nigga like me should be like major. But it wasn't.
Man.
I'm just saying, but that's the real thing. I was very like Ninja Turtles, all the superheroes, Power Rangers. There's certain things that like as a kid, nigga was really hard into.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. Word. So it's like I was really hoping, but like I said,
we was in the same ship.
There's just a tone problem, dog. I swear to God, if they would have went with Batman, Bold and Beautiful,
Bold and the Brave, Bold and Beautiful,
the Bold and the Beautiful Batman, I'd have been all in. Cause
me too, though. Me too. That is the one.
But so after Batman whooped their asses, they go to find out more information about each other, and they eventually find the Batcave. The Turtles do, and they swim through to find the Batcave on some amphibian shit.
Right, kind of feeling like you might want to check the security in that.
I mean, he ain't never catch it. I mean, how many times he gonna be there? Oh, that's Killer Croc to come through. I was about to say, how many type of niggas he deal with like that? But like, they just left an opening for you, like, yo, Batman, niggas could get
Batman. Bruce fucking Wayne.
Yeah, there's a joke on that in the film too.
Yeah.
So they get in the cave, and then Robin have an epic little battle with him. And Robin LaDamian was holding his own, dog.
Yeah, dog. I love that dude, man. He fucking like his battle with Harley Quinn when he forgot about this shit.
He gave her the mix. The mix. I wish they could see him right now, but no. The mix that Robin put on Harley Quinn.
Yeah, but
we should not be celebrating this little boy beating up this woman like that. But fuck it, it's comics.
She was a fucking wolf.
She's a bad guy. Hey,
wolf.
Equal rights, damn it.
Wolf.
And she was a mutant wolf at the time. So boom, he gave her that mix. But like, yeah, Robin and the Ninja Turtles get into it till Batman come home, and then they all realize that they're on the same goddamn team. Yeah. And then next you know we got Batman and Leonardo like training together and shit, and everybody just vibing. It's a cool little kid. Like it's like
shout out to Mikey being super excited when he gets into the back.
Shout out to Mikey being the kid that all kids would be like probably reading those comic books to everything Gotham. He loved Gotham. He loved Batman. He loved the villains, the whole experience. Mikey made this movie so much fun. Like I say, he damn near stole the show just being him.
And most times for me, Mikey is corny. Like in the latest movies and stuff, like they try to make him funny, but he's not quite there. And like this time, I was just kind of like, yeah, he's a little over the top. He's keep going, but you know what? I want him to keep going. Actually, give me more.
I mean, really, they played him just right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You agree?
Because that's the thing. We want more. Yeah. And that's the way that you should play
be left. Yeah,
Mikey,
always
especially
more.
Because Mikey, if you do too much, like you just said,
then it's
you can run the risk. Cause y'all try hard with this character. I understand he's the comic relief, and again, this is you had even more of a disadvantage because we grew up off the first Ninja Turtles cartoon. So it's like a lot of things about them we grew up on was new to the zeitgeist. Yeah. But now you're expecting, okay, Michelangelo's the funny one. Okay, Leonardo's the leader. Donatello's the smart one. Raphael's the rebel. So it's like you got to find new ways to present that shit, or else you could turn, it could just get stale if you don't play it right. But they evolve those niggas nicely, dog. Like I said, I like the Turtles in this more than the Bat Family, funny enough. And it felt more of a Turtles cartoon for me.
Nobody's better than Damien.
I mean, Damien's awesome.
Just saying.
It is awesome. So they're on the same page, and they realize Damien had been spying, and he found out that Shredder and Rise Our motherfucking Ghoul have come together.
Grandpa.
You hear me? Grace Gramps, right. And Rise Our Ghoul is like, man, I'm trying to get the ooze. Shouts out to the films. The ooze off of Shredder.
TCRI, baby.
And that's the they really did it. They went with Ninja Turtles 2 on us.
Yeah.
And Shredder wants the freaking Lazarus Pit from Rise Al Ghul. So I say this on the villain side, the right made sense. These two people would want those things from each other.
Yeah, both having ninja clans following.
And that was a cool little stare off where you got the foot with Shredder and you got the League of Assassins with Rise. It's like, okay.
They teased us though, bro. Or maybe you did.
I'm sorry.
It was you. You put that thought in my head. I'm like, it's gonna happen.
He kept poking Shredder. He had all the shady shit for Shredder, dog. I'm like, Shredder in more of a movie, dog. At some point, Shredder would have been like, at the proper time,
we
fuck
need to
this
get
shit.
into this shit.
You hear me? Boom. Like, I thought when he said, I've done all my obligations to you, give me the Lazarus Pit, like, your boys will give him a fake Lazarus Pit, because Rise of Ghoul shady too. He's gonna give him the location just to test to see what he would do, and then next thing you know, Shredder was gonna just steal on that nigga. We're gonna have a fight, because dog, he had. Like in the original Batman series, when it would have been a nice call out. In the first movie, back in the day on the animated series, when we first met Ra's al Ghul, before we know what he is. You remember the episode where like Ra's al Ghul, like, I need you, and he take him to these foreign lands, and whatever his name, like Bobo, Boo Boo, whatever his name is, that's the protector of Ra's al Ghul, the bald nigga. Mm-hmm. Every time Batman would do something that Bobo would feel, Boo Boo, whatever the fuck his name is, would deem disrespectful, he'd hit Batman. And Batman account, like the first thing, like, all right, that's one. And he'll take the lick. This episode go on. Do something again that disrespect Ra's al Ghul and Bobo's mind. Bam, hit Batman again. Batman don't touch him. That's 2. So you know a third time happens. Then Batman fucked this nigga up. He gave him 3, son. So the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, damn, he just told Shredder to slide shit this one time. Shredder ate it. He told Shredder, again, Shredder ate it. So when we get to the end and Shredder, like, we did ours, you give me mine. I'm like, all right, Shredder, we gon' get this fight right.
Yeah,
and they didn't give it to us, bro.
I was thinking once the Turtles and Batman gets there, man, they can't square down because it's gonna be them against them.
That's what I'm saying, square so like, before them niggas get there, and then fight them when they get there. We could have had it all, brand new socks and drawers.
I'm counting it though. I'm like, yo, they about to get it any minute. Hurry up and somebody slap somebody or something. And boom. But yeah, I thought that that was gonna happen partially, I think, because of you. think that's your fault.
Hey,
I blame you.
Blame me.
I don't blame the folks.
The movie set it up and didn't deliver that part.
They did.
They set it up.
I can't. Yeah, man.
You did.
I wanted it.
And this will be said again when we get to the My review. Just a heads up. Anyway, son. So so what happened? So we find out that's what the villains are on, and they decide, they lead up and they go run up in Arkham Asylum and they go link up with Joker because Joker got the Joker serum, and like Ra's al Ghul on some go for broke shit because we find out that his whole thing is he gonna mix the Joker serum with the ooze, and he gonna make this crazy ass concoction and make it explode, rain over Gotham, and make everybody rip each other up and kill each other because that shit turn you into a crazy ass monster. The ooze turned into a monster, as you know from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and they showed the whole dog wolf thing just like Marty almost exploded on himself.
I kind of did, yeah. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna turn into a dog. I was like, I saw Bebop. Bebop was right now. That was Bebop.
They might as well have threw Bebop and Rocksteady in this whole
They could have.
But yeah, man, shouts out to the Fly, man. Stop him. He was funny. But his dry, like, you know what? I'm starting to feel like I know you may not want to hear ideas from your underling or hostage. I haven't quite figured it out. I don't know if I'm your greatest henchman or a hostage. I veer between both of those, and I don't know. But son. So
I've worked for them for 20 years and
I've never got paid. Starting to feel like a hostage. Starting to feel like it's a hostage. So the bad guys go to Arkham, though. They make a deal with Joker. They let Joker go. They give Joker some ooze because that's what he wanted in exchange for his Joker serum. Mm-hmm. So they gonna use Joker to turn everybody in Arkham Asylum into monsters, while Shredder and Ra's al Ghul go handle their business, leaving Batman and Joker and the Turtles to deal with that mess of Joker with that crazy shit. And that shit went wild and went crazy.
Batman kills Two-Face.
At a point. At a point, Joker hits Batman with the serum because the Ninja Turtles ain't listening to no orders.
Right.
Because Batman said, you got to listen to my orders if you're going to be coming with me. And the Turtles said they would. But then when they saw that a fake Two-Face monster, two-headed kitty-ass thing, it has these fake-ass hostages. Leonardo and Raphael rush in thinking they're hostages. They're not hostages. So shit go down. That gets Batman kidnapped. That gets Joker putting the serum on Batman ass because the Turtles fucking up. Now Batman turned into a bat monster. And now we get to when Marty's a legend.
Yeah, so I should have been thinking of his name while you were saying that.
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze got turned into a polar bear.
Yeah.
And Mr. Freeze,
indestructible, allegedly.
Sure.
For a second, he was.
And Batman turns into a literal giant Batman.
No, he wasn't no more man.
He was no more man,
bat
just
creature,
more
just
bat creature.
Big ass bat creature.
All right, bat creature-ish man. No, bat creature-ish. Okay, so this bat creature-ish thing takes this polar bear and rams him down into some hole or pit, and all we can hear is screaming, and he's screaming, and he's and he's screaming, and then he's not screaming.
No, we hear a break. I think I hear.
We hear like a break,
like a crack,
snap.
Yeah, something.
Maybe, who knows?
And then no more.
But no more screaming.
And we don't even talk about Mr. Freeze after that. So we don't know if he's dead.
And nobody mentions it. Nobody says, "Hey." Now at some point we have to deal with the bat creature-ish thing.
Yeah.
And Michelangelo awesomely pulls an aria, which will from this day forward always be called an aria.
And he did the exact aria. It was almost the same exact situation. It was great.
Exact same situation. Killed the Night King.
Yep.
And bat creature. Mm-hmm. And so the bat creature turns back into Batman. And everybody's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go get him back home.
They didn't even get into how y'all gonna turn. It's gonna just be assumed that they turned all the bad guys back human. We're just gonna assume that.
I assume.
So that's why I'm also
they only
assuming,
have one cure, right?
I mean, they had a cure, and they could have made more. They made more.
They brought that cure in.
So
they did it later.
So that's why I think Mr. Freeze is alive. He just was hurt.
Sure.
When he turned it back to a creature, he gonna be just a hurt nigga.
Okay. You know what?
He doesn't believe me.
I'm not snitching.
He thinks Batman killed him.
I didn't see nothing.
Polar bear Freeze.
I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing.
So,
but I heard screaming, and then I didn't.
So
let's just say that.
So they gotta bring Batman back. He all fucked up after being a bat creature and then getting his ass jumped. And he was kicking all the asses. Murder was about to happen. He was doing it all. He was doing too much.
So Shredder hits you with the Haryuget, and you turn into a bat creature-ish thing, and back to human Batman, and now you're up on your feet.
At first, he was laying down for a little while.
For how How long would one say he was laying down for? Just a guesstimation.
You missing the biggest point about that.
What's the biggest point?
He's Batman. Period. That's just all it is. He's Batman. So you know what I mean. So
that sounds like what they told me when I asked questions about John Wick 3.
So everyone regroups at the Batcave.
He's John Wick.
That's the point. Everybody regroups at the Batcave. You feel me? And they realize what went down. They like we got to figure out what Shredder and and Ra's al Ghul are, where they about to launch this whole situation, because while they was dealing with that, Ra's al Ghul and them got the whole device. 'Cause at first, they was trying to get this device from Wayne Enterprises, and Batman thought he was smart, so he sent the device away, but Penguin found the way to get that bitch, and he sold that bitch to goddamn Ra's al Ghul and Shredder, and they murdered all Penguin people and said, we only gonna leave you alive if you don't give us no shit. The Penguin said, I ain't gonna get y'all no shit, man.
I'm gonna use this as a resume build. I was like,
God,
you
gotta wait, son. So now they got the device.
They were gonna kill him though, bro.
For a second, it did feel like that.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do it.
Oh, you thought they had the balls? Oh, once again,
because
that's gonna be brought up again when we're talking about Ma, thinking that they would have the balls to do something that they didn't do. But anyway,
we're gonna get to it.
Yeah. But man. So so the heroes and the villains meet up with this epic battle in the end, and it's major. Like Ra's al Ghul is fighting Leonardo. Batman have been training up Leonardo to be a badass and shit to own this freaking situation. Yeah. We got freaking Batman having his rematch with Shredder after Shredder did him dirty. You feel me? Leonardo dealing with the fact that because when they
he's about to get his ass kicked again, actually.
I'm passing over that.
Okay,
so
cool.
Leonardo's dealing with some scarecrow toxin shit because we didn't bring up that the team splintered off when he first went to Arkham Asylum to fight all this monster Two-Faces, monster Poison Ivy, which is a hilarious bit that you need to go see. If you see that, you know what I'm talking about. That they fucking Poison Ivy. That shit was funny. But all these monster versions of Batman villains and the monster Scarecrow, which is a crow, hit on the nose with all of them, honestly. Hit Leo with that react, and Leo started thinking his brothers, was going. His worst fear is he's letting his brothers down and they died. Right. So he got that going on, fighting Ra's al Ghul and shit. And once again, it's just these epic, all of the fight choreography and scenes where whoever animated that needs to do all of the DC animation fights because it's just mwah.
Have you seen the Batman Ninja one?
Yep.
How was the fighting in that one?
It was cool.
It was cool.
I like this better.
You like this better?
Yeah, because Batman Ninja, it was more of a vibe.
Okay.
It was still tight. They had some good fighting in that. But it was the vibe of an anime Batman role. Was more of the focus than the fighting. The fighting was different from what you would normally see in a cartoon. But
still anime style though.
I'm gonna just suck this thing's dick a bit, because once again, it really felt like people throwing real punches and real kicks and having real reactions. At one point, Shredder hit Batman with the throat fucking chop. Nigga, you feel like Batman actually choked.
Bro, no, well, so the thing I keep remembering is when Damian's fighting the turtles inside of the Batcave, and he hits one of them in between the kneecaps.
Leo!
And it's like, click, click!
With the freaking hit for the freaking with Donatello both
and I'm like, oh, I felt that shit.
Dude,
I
felt
that
real.
One. Yeah,
sometimes when you watch animated fights, it just feels like a video game. I don't know, not just a video game. I don't know, it just doesn't seem real. It just seems like I'm just watching all this shit happening on my cartoon. I'm ready to get to the next part of the story. Yeah. This felt like fight. This felt like, we're fighting. This. So, once again, I hope something like this continues to be. Yeah. But when all the dust clear, Leo finds it in to whoop Ra's al Ghul with the code word cowabunga from Batman, which was a nice moment. Batman wound up
because Batman was getting his ass kicked, y'all.
He was not getting his ass kicked that time.
Oh, he was getting. Oh, yes, he was.
They were equally matched.
He was on his ass.
They went after
when he said cowabunga.
They went over the top to show us they were equal.
Time out. Shredder is standing over Batman. Mm-hmm. Asking him what his last words are.
After Shredder got his ass whooped.
No, Batman is on the ground.
It's part of the plan, bro. It's all part of the plan, son. I don't know what you're talking about.
The plan was to get his ass kicked.
Dogs, to give him in a certain position, dog. Why else we have a code word?
They have a code word in case they need to do it. That's when they're gonna do it.
Who said that? Who said they had one in case?
Oh my god.
They have a code word because
what if he could have just taken Shredder down? Why not do that?
Because we're dealing with Ra's al Ghul over here and all this other shit happening. We got to distract Shredder with this fight right now.
Oh my
and then when
God.
it seems like everything is in place, Cowabunga,
You
y'all get that lick.
doing gymnastics here, man.
I don't know anything about it.
So,
I don't know anything about it.
okay, so then you know what?
The
then
smoke cleared.
Smoke cleared
Batman and
as
Turtles
Shredder,
won.
you know, is gotten his ass kicked, but somehow is standing above Batman, towering over him,
They
mind
were
you.
equally matched the entire
About to
movie.
kill him, mind you.
Entire movie equally matched. I don't know what you mean.
So
Ain't
that
nobody
happened,
kill him.
right?
Yep.
And then Batman yells out the code
He
word.
doesn't yell it, he just says it because he's
Just
Batman.
says it, right? Because he's Bat. That's true. Just says it though.
Cowabunga.
And knocks the and so we find out. When do we find out that the shell is super hard or whatever? Is that like
When
heavy?
Bane tries to break Donatello's back and almost
Yeah,
fuck
that's
his
what it
goddamn leg up.
Right, yeah.
Stupid looking at it.
So he basically was it Michelangelo or
It was
no
Don.
Raphael? It was Raphael, wasn't it?
Wait, which part? You talking about with Bane? Bane did the Donatello.
Oh, okay,
You
no.
talking about the end of the movie?
Yeah, I'm talking about when Batman calls out Cowabunga.
Oh,
Cowabunga.
Michelangelo comes jumping with a shell.
That was
That
Michelangelo.
was Mikey that came jumping with
Okay.
the shell, yeah.
All right, fair
Because
enough.
he was so happy that Batman said it.
Yeah,
Because he
okay.
can't fly.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
bucked
that's
up,
true.
like, yeah,
Okay, yeah.
wasn't that cool? He said, oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was bucked up.
I do. Yeah, he did that. Say it needed to be a code word that Batman would never say.
Yeah.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, that's so.
But yeah, so that somehow turns or evens the ties of the fight.
Nah, he Batman puts that
How are we
mix
looking
on
at
him.
it? He does.
He puts that old dog.
He-
There's this
he's-
incredible scene where Batman pushes him, tackles him off the ledge, is punching him in the face
Yeah.
while they're going to the ground.
Yeah.
Blood. Once again,
and
they
then he
choose
just
their
drops
spots
like
with
a
blood.
sack of yeah.
Like-
He drops like a sack of bricks.
There's parts where I'm thinking you need blood here that they don't give us any blood on, but there's parts
And
that I
they-
don't expect any blood, and there's blood.
There's like real blood,
Like,
like
whoa.
falling from the mouth.
Oh my goodness.
And you're like, stop hitting him. He's already
No, he's
dead.
like, yeah.
God damn, Batman. Look,
He fucked Shredder up. Like he
you
did.
better hope ain't no cameras right
And then
there.
Shredder gets exploded into this pit that was mixed with Joker serum and the ooze. It looks
yeah.
just like how when Joker became Joker in the Batman movie when he falls into the pit type shit. And we're going, we know we getting Super Shredder out on this, and no spoiler, the coda at the end of the movie, we already said it earlier, is Joker freaking Shredder, and it was, and dude, that made the movie
Made me want so much more.
yeah. So, and in the end, they all dapped it up. Everybody was cool, and Batman was like, "Your father, Splinter, and everything would have been proud of y'all because y'all some ninjas, man."
Yeah, Uncle Batman.
Yeah, man. And there's one key point in the movie early on, somewhere in the middle, where the fly nigga, Dr. Stockton, says, "Y'all was some great." That he uses ninjas in a way that sound like niggas, and it made me laugh. And I don't think they meant to do that. And now I'm giving you this heads up: if you ever go back and watch this film, you're gonna know the moment. It's very
You ninjas.
But like,
I'll tell you.
be a cool ninja about it. But yeah, and that was Batman versus Ninja Turtles, and it's definitely, if nothing else, worth a watch.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll
yeah.
say that much. Even though, like I
Yeah.
say, it's not my favorite personally, just as my Batman tastes go. I still enjoyed watching it. I still had buku laughs.
I would like, you know what? I would actually, if this was at the right price, and the right price is like $5 or $6, because they do sell them at that price point only at one time of the year. But that's sort of my price point for this movie. But if it was at that price point, I would in fact buy it.
Only at your price point though.
Only at my
But
price
you're still expressing that you would spend money for it. You
Yeah,
thought it was that good.
I thought it was good enough to watch again. My only hiccup for me is that it's not easily accessible for me. Like, say, if I had DC Universe, I may at some point way down the line be like, hey, you know what? I'd like to watch that again,
Right.
and click on it. But you know,
Well, you let me know
otherwise,
whenever you do that. 'Cause I won't.
You
I won't.
won't?
It was weird. It was weird, dog. Like I said,
Fair enough.
yeah. But
I jumped the gun on it. Didn't even realize that. But yeah, sorry.
the most hilarious thing was we both thought each other had this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we both thought everybody was coming to the party with it. Oh yeah, no man, he coming. He gonna have all that shit.
So I thought you was coming
bro.
with the Blu-ray. You thought I had it already on my DC Universe, and we looking like, well, we gonna watch it. We gonna rock
Yeah,
it.
we'll
anyway.
figure it out. Yeah, we'll make
But
it
yeah,
work.
check that out, y'all.
Yeah.
And I ain't got
Definitely
nothing,
check it out.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else more to say on this. Though I'm ready to talk about mine.
I am so ready to talk about mine. Let's get into that.
Oh,
But yeah.
goodness. Where's my guard at?
Where's
Okay.
mine?
Woo!
Where to begin?
So
Can we first just okay.
Okay,
The
bro.
balls on this movie. No, just
Now, when I freaking interviewed my girl Tanya Wavers
right
on Acting While Black, I was like, what?
Had she seen the movie at the time?
Yeah, she had seen the movie.
Okay.
No, wait. I don't remember. Let me think, because we haven't even dropped an episode yet. It's coming probably next week.
Okay.
But because the thing is, I remember she went to her premiere, and she had all those pictures up.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I honestly don't recall if we
Okay.
interviewed her before or after she tour. Like the premiere in LA and shit was like weeks before we got a premiere.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to remember if we called her right before she went to that or right after she went to that.
Okay.
I want to say she saw it,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Got it.
But yeah. But we told her now. I was like, I'm gonna have to bring you back, to review it. And then I'm like, but then I saw it. And I was like, I don't want her to bring her back to the review. Not because, people already expect, it's not because I'm ready to trash the film or whatever. It's because it's one is financially successful, and I don't want to put out a review.
Oh, is it financially? How much did it make?
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna see if I'm guessing it's financially successful.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things. Okay,
Yeah, I know there's a lot of no. I didn't mean but I have heard like it has a good word of mouth right now. Like people are talking like good shit about it right now.
It has a.
But I didn't know how much money it made.
It has a no. People talking good shit about it. But that's the thing, dog.
Yeah.
This is the thing, son. Black people and general audience are two different things happening when it comes to this movie in particular.
Yeah.
And I gotta run right quick. Tell the people how you felt about it. I'll run outside right quick.
All right, fair enough. So yeah, let's.
I'm gonna finish my thought on this.
Okay,
I don't want to bring her in to review this movie and then we start saying some shit or we feel like I don't. If we wind up saying anything negative. I don't want to get someone who's like, she has a nice little part in this film.
Oh, yeah,
roped up into any bullshit that we might say.
Yeah, exactly. No.
So I would rather review it first.
I agree.
Bring her back some other time possibly.
To talk about. Yeah. So, this movie, Ma. Oh, man, I wish I had some information. Better yet, I think it's, I don't remember his name. Anyway, the point is, Ma stars Octavia Spencer. My thoughts on the movie. Oh man, there's so many things. I was actually talking to a coworker, and I was having a hard time trying to figure out whether or not to recommend this movie to him because I feel like it's something definitely you got to see, but most of it at the time was I felt like was just to talk about it. It's like I don't know necessarily if I recommended it to him that he was going to enjoy it. I just knew that it was something we would definitely have to talk about the next day at work. So my feelings are just like completely mixed about this movie. I haven't quite landed one way or another. Actually, I just saw it Monday, and it's Wednesday right now when we're recording. So I'm still processing a lot. This movie sort of throws a ton out at you, and I don't know. Yeah, I admire it for so much, but then it also like opens up a lot of questions that don't necessarily get answers.
My G.
Okay, we're going what?
Okay, put it like this. I had fun watching it for the most part.
Yeah, me too. Okay, yes,
but
I can agree with that.
No, I can't, because this is what I was about to say.
What were you about to say?
But when my brain took over after leaving, it started dissecting so much shit that it's hard for me not to fucking like rag on a lot of this film. But the thing that I need to put also in there that is this. I was also doing it while watching the film. There are parts in the film where I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, huh? But then, once again, something would happen that I'd be like, well, that legitimately made me laugh. This is the weird thing I found out about myself.
Okay.
Horror movies don't make me jump. Like, as much as I don't like horror movies because I don't like bad endings. But most times it's like, you know what I mean? Like, many times I'll go see something, I ain't expect to be scared to see mine. But most times I'll be like, okay, this probably gonna scare me. It rarely ever does. But I will still respect what you were trying to do if you do it well. Right. You know what I mean? So it's one of those, they had a few legitimate jump scares. I didn't fucking jump, but the audience replied in the manner that the movie wanted them to reply, which made me go, oh, y'all did that right. You know what I'm saying? So the movie does some things right, and if you like the movie, I'm not gonna hate on you, because again, I saw the movie once again. The homie Danielle Wavers, she hit us up. She hit up all her friends and family up and was basically saying, like, I'm going at this particular time on this particular day to see to see it. What's the word? Like, not opening night is theater, but
premiere.
Premiere. I'm gonna see the premiere this time. I would love you if y'all come. Whoop-de-woo. So it's like we're in a freaking theater mixed with like maybe a good 20, 30 people all in the theater for Danielle. When we get there, we don't even realize that there's this other chick in the movie, man. Remember there's one part in the movie where you find out that mom stole his chick's bracelet, and they know that she stole the chick's bracelet because they were just talking to the chick, and she was talking about how that chick with the bracelet was also in the theater, and she had a good 10 or 12 or 15 people in there with her.
Oh, she's from it too?
Yeah, apparently. On top of the normal people that was coming to see the motherfucker. You hear me? So this was a very, like, unique audience. This audience had a lot of goddamn fun. So on top of sometimes we go see a movie, like the audience almost made certain things funnier than they were, scarier than they were, better than they were. Right. Even though my brain would still be like, yeah, that was a good time we just had there, fellow audience members. But no, that was some bullshit. Oh, this is some bullshit. What the fuck is up with this? I've never been stabbed before, but I don't think I better walk up 2 flights and get into bed all calmly afterwards. Just saying. But anyway, so it's just dog, this movie fucked with me after I left, dog. Dude, because one of the reasons why
you didn't when you left, I was sort of sitting there just like,
I was so excited about the concept of this film, and one of the problems with this film is the concept was better than the execution, and there's so many other things. I don't know if the director knew what he wanted to do with this or what he had with this, but it's just I have so much to say, dog, but it's one of those things where it's like, it was leading black woman, dog. It's Octavia Spencer, dog. It's a black freaking horror film after Us, which set the bar at a point. It's like so many things they had that was gonna get my ass in the seat before we even get to my homie Danielle is in the goddamn movie. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna get into acting while black, dog. I kind of started Danielle on this acting shit when I first met her, dog. She didn't know what she was trying to do in the game. We did the 48 with her. I put her in her first short film, and from that point on, she was a sponge. Next thing you know, she hit me up telling me she going to this class, she going to that class. Now I'm seeing the movie fucking Octavia Spencer. So it was like, you know what I mean? It seemed like something like I was there for your genesis, nigga. I'm part of your genesis, and now you're on goddamn screen with an Oscar winner. So like, I was going to see this movie regardless, just on the level of, look at my nigga. Yes. But before look at my nigga, look at all these reasons to go see this amazing freaking what? Let's go do it. So when I'm having all these problems with it, it's like, I don't want to have these problems. I just don't. Yale hit me up on the same day, son. Like, when I left the theater, I took a picture with her, and I was like, oh, enjoy your night type shit. And then she hit me up, she asked me how I felt. And I'm like, how I feel about the movie or how I feel about your performance? Like, that's two different things. You hear me? Okay. And she was like, how you feel about everything? And I was like, bro, I don't want me to come on, go just your opening night. You know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy that bitch. Like, why you don't ask me about this, yo? Y'all ain't trying to ruin shit. And that's already the worst thing to say, because now they know, oh, you must ain't feel something. But I just have to let them know, like, what you just said. I said I'm conflicted about the film. Like, I don't know if I like it or dislike it right now. I'm very confused about certain things, but you did your thing. You hear me? You know what I mean? You did your thing, you shined, you did exactly what was asked of you. So throwing that out there, hey, you did your thing, yo. Now the rest of this thing, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know if it's just we press play on the movie that may or may not be in front of us right now, or what you got to say, son? Because I got so much right now.
I know I got so much too. Like, when you walked out, I was just kind of like, I don't really know where to begin, and I didn't know how you felt about it. So thank God you came back in and just echoed everything I was feeling. But I mentioned while you were gone, or at least when you came back, I was talking about my coworker and stuff, and I was having trouble trying to decide whether or not this was something I could recommend to him, because I had just seen it and he was about to go. So he was like, well, what should I see? What should I go see, Ma? And I was kind of like, I didn't know. And he was like, okay, cool, go and see Brightburn. I was like, cool, okay, go do that.
Definitely see Brightburn.
Definitely go see Brightburn. Yeah, exactly.
Definitely see Brightburn.
I told him.
But that's hard because we black. It's hard for me to tell you
I
that to go see the movie with the black female lead.
He's gonna go eventually, but so he'll make it. Don't worry. But his question was just ultimately at the end of the day, was it worth what was done to her? Was it worth what she did to them? So for you who's seen the movie, was it worth everything that went down?
Marty, bro.
Yeah.
I can't even answer that question like you want me to answer that question.
Okay, fair enough. I found it rough too.
Because the movie's a fucking coward. Who did she kill, Marty? We were sold that she was about to kill all these white kids. What happened? She didn't kill not one motherfucking child.
Oh,
this movie was fucking...
She didn't kill a child.
She didn't kill anyone but the adults.
I was about to say, she ran over a girl.
These adults that in this small ass fucking town have never seen each other in 20 years. What in the world? Like, dog. I'm like, son, the movie did not have the balls to do what it should have done to make it a true iconic film. And a piece of that, I think, is because this white director didn't want to make or demonize a black woman that in this climate. And I'm like, dude, you did yourself a disservice by doing that, because instead of making something provocative or interesting, you really held your balls. You feel me? This film would have worked better if you, from the beginning, dog, from the top, son, you should have chosen who's the protagonist of this film. Even if the protagonist is really the antagonist, who's the protagonist of this film? Is this film about Ma, or is this film about the white girl? If the film is about Ma, then you start the film with the first flashback of this little girl being fucked with, and because the flashbacks came random as shit. This movie didn't feel like it was handling flashbacks. Not the blue. We got some flashbacks of mom being a little girl, and throughout the movie, they didn't know, it was muddy. They didn't know who is the lead. Are we following and trying to find sympathy within mom, or are we following the white girl getting used to being in a new freaking school in a new fucking area and shit? You know what I mean? You tried to play both, and they ran into each other too much. It didn't work. Some of that shit with mom trying to. Dog, it's two different tones of movie when you do that. If you go with the white girl and we're gonna follow her situation, then it's in a way how you kind of presented it, more of a teeny bopper situation, and mine's more of a mystery. You know what I mean? And then you got the situation of no one will believe this girl, even though, and in this sense, mine should be someone that everyone in town loves. So now you're really alienating the girl because she coming in that bitch new trying to find problem. The little black boy didn't randomly just call her mine out the blue. No, everyone just should have known her as mine. You hear me? In the whole fucking town, that's the homie. We just do this. Whoop-de-woo. So when she started doing weird shit, like
that
because the thing
really
is, she could have always been doing weird shit, but no one knows because she's the loved one. So throughout time, you find out that there've been kids missing or people showing up dead. But you know what I mean? You could have seeded that throughout the film to start bring. So that's from her perspective. Or on the other side, from my perspective, she already demented from this situation. So instead of this, all of a sudden throughout the movie, she deciding to go left after fucking 40 years. You know what I mean? She already had that within her. Because that's so random that these people she ain't seen in 20 years and hurt her feelings to the point now she decides she want to murder them.
But y'all all been here. He never went anywhere. He's been, and that was my biggest. So when you go, that's what, so you know what, that did get me, not when I was sitting there, but when I was walking out. This whole thing is based off of random running into. I'm starting to wonder, when did she start to figure out she was gonna funnel these kids into her basement?
We watched it, and that shouldn't have been the deal. Once again.
Yeah, but she was randomly, had they gone to any other fucking liquor store, you telling us none of this shit would have ever fucking happened?
None of it would happen.
You telling me that shit was all that fucking random?
And then you got tossed in, why, if she's so traumatized by this thing in middle school or high school or what have you, why would it take that to make her start going left?
But here's the thing.
Meeting the kids. And then
Meeting
the
the
kids
kids.
hurting her feelings. Everyone hurt her feelings. Now we're supposed to feel so bad for the monster of the film. That's weird.
We were supposed to feel sorry for her?
The kids hurt her feelings. Her boss, for whatever reason, is over the top mean as shit, hurt her feelings. Mercedes hurt her feelings. All these people keep hurting her feelings before she finally kills somebody. And that's not what the fuck we came here for.
Okay, so Ma helps some kids that aren't our main bunch, right? Mm-hmm. And she says...
They hurt her feelings.
Yeah. Did your crowd laugh when they threw the beers and stuff at her and drove off?
I think so.
Okay.
But there's moments in this film where you laugh at points where I don't think you're supposed to.
I don't think you were supposed to laugh at that either. But when she started breaking down and crying, the whole theater was like... Well, not the whole theater, bro, but like laughing. 60%.
See?
Yeah, good amount. There was a lot of people there in this one. So, you know...
It don't match, dog. Like, we don't need to see all that. We don't need to see all that, son. And at the end of the day, she didn't murder anyone. What should have really freaking happened, my nigga?
You wanted her to murder people? I'm like,
it's a horror movie!
She murdered people. You wanted her to murder some kids.
This would have stuck with you for real, son.
Okay.
If when a girl first started seeing her seeming random, the first fucking kill that we are made aware of, because the first kill probably should have been that little church girl that just be pretending. You know what I mean? On some slick shit. She should have just murdered that girl. Because that's the thing. I'm going from the level of mine's up. When we get to this film, mine already fucked up. Like, not we gotta watch the origin and watch all these things happen to her to make her fuck up. No, we already dealing with a disturbed woman.
Right.
That's what makes it scary. Like on some misery shit. You know what I'm saying? She's already freaking disturbed. You dig? So my thing is, you find at the end that she been looking at these kids. She been trying to get these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have been a plot or plan from the dump, because that's what she just on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she should have killed the boyfriend from dump. He should have been the second kill from dump, because she won't get at his daddy. That would have set the main character on one. That girl would have been on one after that, because her boyfriend, the only dude she liked, got murked. And she know Ma did it, but no one will believe her. Like, dude, that would have been daring.
And if everybody was in love with Ma, like, oh, Ma wouldn't have done anything like that. Ma's a treasure.
Those stupid kids should have died. People should have died. That's what stuck with you when you watch the old Freddy Kruegers and the old Jasons. Candyman stuck niggas up, son. Boy, girl, white, black, male, man, woman, didn't matter, dog. If you're gonna make a freaking horror movie, have it have stakes. It had no freaking stakes. By the time we got to the end of the movie, what did she really do? She put a goddamn iron on one boy. He didn't even react to it afterwards. She sewed a girl freaking mouth shut, and she didn't react to it. And her mouth is shut, and she should be in extreme pain, and blood should be everywhere. I don't know what painting the boy face white even did. Like, none of this shit mattered, dog. This shit was blowing me, dog. I'm like, you didn't do anything.
You know what?
What the fuck?
How about we hit play now?
You're right, son.
Because all I can do is super agree with what you just said. You know what I'm saying?
This was frustrating.
I think it's gonna be, for me, it's one of those movies, and this is just be one of those phrases that you guys I'm gonna coin, guys. This movie is gonna be more fun to talk about than it was to watch at certain points. You know what? I can't even say that, man.
Conversation piece of a film.
It's a I want to see it. I want to watch it again just so I can remind myself of exactly the wild that went on. Like, I don't know, man. It had a Blumhouse. So when I see the Blumhouse logo, initially when it starts off, I'm thinking, okay, so this is shot, inexpensively. And so we may see a couple scenes here and there. Like, it's probably going to have one dope-ass concept to leap into it.
My problem's all story, though, Marty.
I know.
It's all script.
I know. And that's not normally the problem.
Ain't got no
that's
problem.
That's not normally the problem.
It's all script. It's all story, dog.
And we jump into this story. What's the opening scene is them leaving, right?
And this is another thing I will say. And this is no offense to my girl, Tanny. You feel me? If I was doing this movie over, Tanyelle would be the main character. You feel me? And I would have cast a actual 14, 15, or 16-year-old girl to play my daughter. I think that would have worked out. If anything, take the motherfucker that played Child Ma to play her daughter. I feel like it would have played so much creepier if this young, because Danielle is in her mid to late 20s, dog. Like, she has a young look about her, dog, but they really got her playing.
Oh, wow, really?
Dude. I'm not going to say her real age.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I mean? She's
like,
not.
Yeah, don't say that.
No, I'm not going to say her real age, dog, but she often gets these auditions to be these high school motherfuckers, and she is a grown-ass woman. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to at least make her high school.
That's always the stories we were told.
But I'm saying, if you're going to make her a high school motherfucker, make her the senior. Which is like, you know what I mean, the main character. Make her the mofo that's closer, that's drinking and smoking and being a person, and actually get a little girl to play the little girl. You know what I mean? At one point when Danielle tall ass got out the chair, I'm like, if you don't box my up, you feel me? Not because, like I said, her acting, she was being called to do something that I feel she was miscast to do. You feel me? She held up, like, it's like me. I'm in that same thing of late 20s, early 30s, et cetera, even though I got a young look. But my presence is like, if you had to have me act out to be a 17 or 16-year-old, I will act my ass off, and I'll probably fool a bunch of people, son. But then you cast an actual 16 or 17-year-old, and you're going to really see that difference. You know what I'm saying? It's like seeing the difference between Tom Holland and freaking the Tobey Maguire. You know what I mean? Tobey Maguire did his thing back in that time, but then you see Tom Holland be a kid for real, his age range. You're like, damn. So I'm saying, just even optically, if it would have been a little girl, like, she giving these drugs and giving these shots to this little girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you and you this creepy ass girl keep walking by and shit. Like, it was just, I feel like it would have worked. And again, you talking about diversity. I like the main chick. She was a great lead. But if you talking about her or my girl, dark skin, natural hair, pretty little chick, man, if you don't throw Danielle up in that bitch and let's see where this movie go. Because then you got the black woman, you got two black leads. Why not?
Oh, no. I would show up for that. But that's not the movie they were looking to make.
Man, I know it's not the movie.
Or not the movie they could maybe sell. I don't know.
Sell that shit.
Oh, you know what? That's not even an excuse anymore.
Man, what is the white girls? The movie is being sold off Octavia Spencer. So any of them other people could have been replaced. Anyone, just look. The main actors you have is Octavia Spencer, the girl mama. She's a name, and Octavia Spencer's boss. That's the only names you have in this movie.
Oh yeah. Is her boss an Oscar winner?
Yes, that's okay.
She just won an Oscar, right?
I think so.
It's recently, right? Like in the last 2 years or this year.
And they wasted on this one note ass.
Oh my god!
Apparently, all the white people are just the worst.
Bro, she was almost dead before I realized who she was. I was like, oh my god! No, they wasted her. And that was a terrible fucking relationship. That's all you have. She comes up and she comes to work and does a shitty job, and you send her home, and she shows up tomorrow, and we just do this whole fucking cycle over and over again.
Why are y'all trying to build sympathy for the villain of the story so hard? They kept trying to give her so many reasons to do we only showed up for her to murder some kids.
But did you feel sympathetic for her? Really? I mean, beyond. Okay, wait. Sympathetic, yes, for in the flashbacks.
I wasn't even sympathetic for that because you could tell where it was going. It was telegraphed too hard.
Well, we knew.
Like, even if it wasn't, I didn't know specifically that she was gonna be sucking some dick, but I knew it was gonna be some shit. The nigga was switch up. There's gonna be something sexual happen to her. The nigga raped her.
That's what I thought it was gonna do.
Something went down in her childhood.
I thought that kid was gonna be his kid. I thought that's where we were going with that.
I mean, wasn't it? Oh, you mean that old girl?
That old girl. Yeah, Danielle was gonna be his kid.
Jenny, whatever.
I'm sorry. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it did feel like it was going like she was raped back in the day with the. Because that's another thing. They set up. She had a husband, and the whole time I'm like, so in a better movie, she had something to do with her husband's death. Maybe her husband also abused her, which that's the thing in her part of the thing in her past that she kept going through just this string of bad luck. Instead of just stretching out the middle school thing, that happened in high school. Then we get another one, she's older in college, and she's like in this fucked up situation. Then like, you're gonna show flashbacks, let's see her growing so we see why at 40, she's murdering these mofos and hatching this plan. You had a whole normal life with your ex-husband, and he died and everything all normally, and now all of a sudden you going nuts for like.
And then
what?
And there's this weird where she sort of blames. She blames shit. What's the main girl's mom? Yvette Lewis. I don't know the name. Julia Lewis, whatever her name is. Anyway, the mom. God damn it, Black Actopedia, we need you.
Well, we talking about a white woman.
Yeah. He knows those two. But so she, her and Ma are having an exchange. I think this is when she finds out that the daughter's been going to Ma's basement and all this other shit. And so she's confronting her inside of the liquor store. And Ma sort of offhandedly says, I ran this other lady over for you. I was looking out for you. And I'm like, nigga, when did y'all become friends?
Oh, I thought she killed the lady after that, dog.
Like, oh no, shit. Well, did she? I don't even remember, dog.
It's such a freaking mess, dog. Like this movie, like I said, it's really one I turned my brain on, dog. Because like I said, when I left the theater, like I said, I remember laughing. I remember having a good time, but I also remember being like, what in the world? Like, what did I just see? You hear me? Sometimes Octavia Spencer was like legitimately creepy and the acting was working.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was some laughable shit. Like, it was like, dude, what is this? Like, it was just so much. And like I said, as I'm watching it, I kept on feeling like this movie ain't the actor's fault. This movie is y'all.
So let me say this, and I should have started.
This nigga don't respect horror films. The genre, I don't think. I don't think
in any past life or present he can be really considered a horror director.
Because that's the thing. Because this was if you're a nerd nigga like me that's been growing up, and you could tell when a director that don't respect the superhero genre makes a superhero film, because a lot of plot holes are just because comics, because superheroes, and that's what it felt like he was doing.
Burton.
Dude, that's what it felt like happened in this movie, dog. It felt like, instead of filling this plot hole, you just like, I'm just making a little dumb horror movie. I don't gotta be. No, son. You could have really took this concept with this same cast and everything and made a better thing.
Right.
I
agree.
The plot holes here didn't have to be. They didn't.
Like, this is a missed opportunity. This could have been better.
I'm happy it exists though. Funny to say all that shit. I'm still happy it exists.
Yes. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that. I don't blame the actors. I think I don't have. So when I say I don't blame the actors, everybody was on point in terms of in their performances and sort of what I believe was on the page. I don't believe the lead had a lot to work with off the page, and I don't think she
did her thing though.
I thought she did her thing.
But what she had to work with.
Well, yeah, I thought she did her thing, but she didn't really have a lot to work with. That was the problem.
But I'm just saying, but I liked her as an actor.
Yes,
I liked her,
and that's across the board for me with everyone. It's like no. I mean, okay, fair enough. I'm trying to think of somebody where that's not the case and nobody's coming to mind.
I mean, nobody sucked.
Nobody sucked. Basically, nobody sucked. That's what I want to say.
Casting for the boyfriend. He seems like the most trustworthy little white boy you will ever meet in your life.
He was, yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah. He was like sort of charming in an innocent way, like you know what I mean? It's like okay, yeah.
And so if they would have killed him earlier. It would have been felt like, damn, they killed the good one, and that would have really put vendetta on the main character. You like,
what messes it up is that I come here and I sit down with you, and then you write a better movie, and then I go back and I watch it, and I'm like, oh, it's not that movie, and I'm like, oh, this movie now sucks because of Bats. It's all Bats' fault.
I'm sorry, dog, because I wanted it to win so much, dog.
Me too.
Like we got Us this year.
We did.
Look at the performance you was able to get out of Lupita, dog.
I mean,
Us had its problems too, but like Us is a situation where I felt like y'all had y'all plot holes, but y'all did so much good that it was easy to forgive your plot holes. This shit did so much bad that I will not look at nothing else but the plot holes.
Can I say that Jordan Peele sort of grants a certain amount of forgiveness or overlooking of a lot of things? And Octavia Spencer, for me, sort of carries the same kind of weight to an extent.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a lot of the problem doesn't fall on her shoulders.
It don't.
So she can't take the blame, for something that ain't her fault.
I mean, but she produced this joint, son.
Did she produce it?
I don't know, dog.
Okay.
This is what I'm gonna hold. The editor fucked it up or something, or the director. Because, dude, the script. Because, I know this, I've been in this position a few times in my life. You read the script, and when you read the script, how it looks in your brain, like reading a book or whatever, you be like, damn, I see this.
I gotta get in that.
Yeah. But then they shoot it, and then they edit it, and then what you wind up seeing ain't what the fuck you read and imagined in your head. And the scripts come like, I don't never blame actors for being in a bad movie because who knew? Nobody went in that bitch saying, hey, we gonna make us a bad movie today. You know what I mean? Everybody went in with their best foot forward, and it's out of your hands when it's out of your hands. This movie just so frustrating for me for every reason I said previously, how bad I was rooting for it, my people in it. Octavia Spencer, one of my favorite actors, is like there's so much going for it. And we still haven't even pressed play. I'm at the point where this.
Do we even need to?
I don't even know.
We would probably need to see the whole thing. I mean, maybe just certain moments. But I know for sure certain moments I definitely want to talk about and just sort of get your impressions. But for me, we don't need to go through the whole thing. But oh shit, what was I gonna ask you, man? Hell,
I love the relationship between the mother and the daughter, dog. They felt real. That was some cool shit. Like I said, the mom came back after getting fucked over in a relationship with her daughter, and she coming back to her old hometown, the smaller podunk spot. The girl won't fit in. When she first get there, she run into Tanyelle character, and I expect to see Tanyelle that early. I was like, damn, yo, you in this bitch, huh? Ooh,
yeah. I saw her, and I immediately thought, I wonder if that's her.
Missed opportunity by not really having her be fully wheelchair bound to me.
Oh yeah. Well, when her ex
wheelchair bound 15-year-old girl, though, I felt like I would have felt even more afraid for her when she turns on her mom, because I'm like, oh, the girl, that's your mom gonna fuck you up.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't know, they pulled a lot of punches when we got to those moments to me. And with the more between Octavia and her daughter, or
just that whole basement scene where she's sort of, I'm gonna stab one, I'm gonna put. You remember you talked about her when one's unconscious, so I'm gonna put a iron to his stomach. Are we really jumping to the end? No, we're not. I'm letting you know. That's what made me say this film had no balls. Because not one... It had a penis, though. None of the main characters died in a horror movie. None of the main characters died, but... in a horror movie, the cast of kids, teens, what have you, they all survived? Okay, see, I feel like I'm gonna come to a decision by the time we reach the end of our conversation. I mean, I'm gonna have a definitive, because the more and more I'm processing it, now it's like, this is the experience I had. This is the overall thought afterwards. Now I'm sort of formulating it. So let's. The only movie that I know probably got away with that many living cast members in a horror film has probably be It. I've never seen It. Oh, wow. I've never seen It. Yeah, they all survived. Oh, except, I know some kids died. Because there's this one classic scene they say where this kid get murdered and you like, my freaking God. He's not a part of the squad. But kids die. He's the brother. People die in It though, right? That's what I'm saying. Who died in this movie? People died? What are you talking about? No kid. Oh, you mean no kids. What kids died, but no kids died. No one that they set us up to care about died in this film. Her boss died, but her boss has been a bitch to the whole movie. Easy. She was being a bitch, but like over the top bitch, my nigga. But I mean that's on them. Over the top bitch. You know what I mean? It was almost like cartoonish. To be fair, Octavia Spencer is not terrible at her fucking job. Yeah, I understand, son. So I mean, like, what relationship would they had Octavia Spencer been doing her job instead of cyber stalking teenagers? Need the fucking character. The character's only there to be a body because they realized they weren't going to kill nobody that they were supposed to kill. And then they do it off camera. You don't even need that character. What purpose does the character serve aside to the story, aside from being someone to give her a body to murder or add to us feeling for the character we're not supposed to even be feeling for? Now that you mention it, she could have just been a voice off camera. Dude! She could have just been been a dead body off camera. Just see some feet or some blood spill. Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? She could have been the exact same thing. The nigga, the dude who fucked over wife, Mercedes, the one she ran over with the car. Mm-hmm. No point. I'm more of a Porsche. And once again, another character. What was she as a character? Just a mean, slutty white bitch. You know what I'm saying? And what happened? She gets run over. The only other person that died was a nigga who embarrassed her 20 years ago in high school. Because they trying to say, how long was it? 10, 15? No. It's been 10, 15 years for my freaking high school years. Y'all niggas ain't my age, bro. Y'all better stop that shit. It's been a good 20-25 for y'all. They playing it. Y'all got real great. Y'all got real great, nigga. Stop playing with me. They playing it, though. You heard me? So it's like, nah, son. You decide to murder this nigga over a 20-year, and it's not even a 20-year beef because in the movie you want to lay up with him like you always still loved him. It's the weirdest shit ever.
Yeah, inconsistency there. Yeah, at some points that's the problem about the script. Like she just sort of made bad decisions and nothing was ever sort of explained or even explored on why.
She has Ma or she has
Ma. Yeah, Ma. Yeah, Ma, like just never really. I don't know. Like she would have these like little flips, and then turn right back around. All right, shots, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like
but it would have really worked in a film where they already established to the audience that this person's disturbed, and you got to catch up on why. Right. Not trying to give us an origin story in the middle of like it just didn't work. It just didn't freaking work as far as being a better movie than this, dog.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on right now on camera. At least is the kids they decide.
So she's met a
the main character chick met the squad. You know she got her little squad now.
She got a new squad now. Yeah, basically she's a new girl. The new girl in the squad or whatever goes to her.
The squad is made up of the innocent boy that of course is gonna be her love interest. Right. The asshole jerk friend that lovable, the bitchy chick that has everything to say, and the black guy. He's the
black guy.
He's the black guy.
That is exactly what the fuck he is.
The black guy. He's just the black guy. And
my man's like he's trying to get beer and trying to get somebody to buy beer for me. He's like it's feeling straight racist out here.
And once again, in any horror movie, I mean they're not like these deep characters. Like I said, the most defined one is the main chick because the actor. Her ass brings she's just really good. Like I gotta just give it to the little white chick. She's really good. Even though
the lead, no, she's I feel like I've seen her before in something else. I just can't place what it is. But this whole thing. This is the scene I really wanted to see again.
When she runs into Ma.
When she runs into Ma for the first time because this is
new girl. They send new girl out to get the beer because the black guy can't get the beer. That nobody wants to get beer for him.
Right.
So she runs into Ma, and Ma sees what the setup is of the kids trying to get underage liquor.
Yeah, they're trying to get somebody to buy beer for them, and so Ma initially sees what's our lead character's name again?
I don't remember anybody's name.
Okay, fair enough. No, it's all good. The lead character basically asks Ma to buy some liquor. Ma's like she ain't having it. She's keeping it moving, kicking rocks. And the guy, pretty innocent faced boyfriend, jumps out of the van and she sees him, and that's what stops her.
Yeah, she's attracted to his ass.
She's attracted to his ass, and I don't know. I don't see a lot of similarities between him
and his dad.
Him and his dad, or at least the young version of his dad.
Yeah.
So, but then again, maybe the suspension of disbelief. Maybe the movie's supposed to make us believe that.
They should have cast because
somebody who looked at least a little more like him.
For people listening, in the flashbacks, they have this long drawn out thing showing Mom when she was a kid and how she was the lead little pretty boy. His dad went to high school with Mom. The lady that he's fucking right now named Mercedes went to high school with Mom, and the lead character chick's mother went to high school with Mom. Right. And they all played this bad prank on her back in the day. Well, the mama
was just sort of she was aware of what was going on, but she was not a part of the planning or anything.
But still, in another movie, they all would have died.
True.
Like, they all would have gotten killed. Like, that's the thing. She should have killed all the people that tormented her in her high school, or even was aware of it that they showed.
I see what you're saying. You know this is a whole little cock tease. This in a real horror movie, we wouldn't have these fucking kids. It'd just be about the revenge. But they're just cock teasing us with these kids who are never in true danger.
Never.
The real people who are in danger are the people we spend the least amount of time with.
My nigga, I'm gonna take it one step further. I'm gonna take it even one step further. In a real horror movie, in a movie with some balls, dog, it would have that bloodlust after killing the parents would have trickled down into killing the kids too. Or kidnap the parents so they have to watch me kill your kids. That would, like, you know what I mean? And then actually kill a couple in front of their parents. Like, there's so many things you could have done that would have disturbed the shit out of an audience that you guys, like you said, it's a big cock tease, dog. Because at the end of the day, like, they didn't even, like, the flashbacks for a while weren't even clear on that these kids had adult versions of them that we had already met. Mm-hmm. They waited halfway through before we realized, oh, that's your girl mama. Oh, that's old boy. And I understand you trying to do some mystery shit, dog, but it didn't add to your suspense, dog. Because really, like I said, the flashbacks felt unnecessary unless the story is from the point of view of mine, which it isn't. Well, it is sometimes. It don't know what it want to be. It's weird, dog. It's weird and frustrating. Feel me? So she gets the liquor for the kids, and she's checking out the little boy, and
that, and then she sees the name, and then realizes, I just automatically jumps to
that's her boy's son.
That's his son.
And again, if that's your boy's son who fucked you up in the head, like, okay, so what's your original plan? What was your original plan? Just to fuck his son?
I felt like if she could have fucked his son, she definitely would have.
And that makes her a weaker character when, honestly, dog, the original plan when you saw the fucking son should have been how I'm gonna get to the dad in a real way. And that seemed like something just happened to happen.
It just happens to, like, the
she
motivation
has no
is like,
she's some random crazy black chick.
That was the most disappointing thing about this movie is that, well, I can't even make it the most disappointing thing, but it was disappointing that this whole chain of events was just a random occurrence. Like like she could have been walking at any time of day at the rate the way she does her fucking job. Like she could have been walking at any moment and not ran into them. And this is the day she did. So now this starts a whole chain of events that eventually going to get all of these, old acquaintances killed.
Because when you first meet her, she seems normal as hell.
Yeah, like,
and I understand some psychopaths can be normal, but at the end of the day, I forgot that she called him, the boy daddy, up to set up the son, so he could, like, you know what I mean.
So he wouldn't have a place to drink. Like she's like, I don't know, that whole funnel them into the basement idea, like, just spur of the moment seems just, I don't know. It makes everything so much weaker.
Again, are you following them into the basement to set them up for something you want to do to their parents, or are you actually trying to chill with them and make friends out of these children? And if so, why and why now?
Yes,
because that's the thing.
What if they were just binge drinkers who would have never saw a problem with going to your basement every day and getting drunk and plastered and just continued to do that? How long would that have gone on for? Like, who would have stopped it? Like, that just would have been the life.
I mean, but you got to take it over the course of the movie. She starts stalking them at school for some reason because apparently she ain't got no friends. But it never felt that way. Like, when you even meet her, it didn't, like, it just seemed to be like you wrote this character to be whatever you needed it to be instead of taking in with the motivations of this character. Like, even when you see her, she's looking all... How did these people not recognize each other? Wait a minute. We have this stop. I didn't even realize this scene happened. The lead character's mother brings her dog in to the veterinarian place where Ma works. And later in the film, they talk about how they went to school together and it's been 10, 15 years. But for apparently, they don't recognize each other at all. Well, at least the mama don't, because I guess now I'm supposed to guess that Ma does recognize her. But when you see this the first time, you're just wondering, why is Ma staring at that lady so long? It almost feels like she looked at the lady's name and then, like, it's not clear. It's weird.
It wasn't.
It was weird. There was no context to give us that these women should know each other or recognize each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all can't see this, but I guarantee you by next week's Bat's hair is going to be a lot thinner because he's pulling it out.
Son, this movie is so frustrating, dog. It's like, I forgot what I was making because I looked at the screen and I'm like, wait a minute. They met each other because over the course of the movie, I forgot, like, because when they get to that scene later when they're talking, like, when Mom pops up in the lead character chick's house and the lead character, because that's a cool scene, like, that's a nice moment of this tormentor shows up in your house and now you can't, like, that was a good scene for them. Once again, I can't shit on the movie fully. That's something that should be in the movie, like some shit like that, especially if they go with the idea of, like we originally said, of everybody loves Ma, everybody trusts Ma, and now Ma about to infect your mother to love her, and you're like, I know you crazy, and Ma even like, I know you know I'm crazy, but you can't do nothing. That's in a better movie. But
and if they had balls, they would have killed the dog.
So if they had balls, like I said, dog, like only. So in my movie, son or girl, Mom would have gotten severely injured, if not dead. Because that's the thing. Really, all the parents should have died, and maybe we could let her mom be like severely injured. That little boy definitely would have died. That little girl, she's the character that dies in the film. The bitchy friend. The bitchy friend always dies in this movie.
She could potentially die first.
The asshole jock nigga. Why is he such a dick?
I don't know.
Like, dude, unless you want him to die. Like, dude, you made these ancient ass children around here, and that's the point of them in these movies, to be fodder, to be.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What's happening?
So Miles bought them liquor for the first time. Said,
no, it's about the third time.
No, this is the. Oh yeah.
She's been doing this because now they're at her house.
Yeah, and she's offered. Oh yeah, so she's saying she doesn't want to get paid and trade off the liquor because she doesn't want anybody to see him. So she said gets him to follow her to her house. And so the innocent kid goes over to the son or whatever, goes over to her to do the swap off. Mm-hmm. And I guess they have a conversation we can't hear. He comes back and tells the kids that, hey,
Ma said we could kick it here.
Yeah, we could kick it in her basement. Right.
You feel me?
And the black kid says what everybody is thinking in the theater. We don't know her. We don't know her. And it's left on our lead character to make the decision. And because the innocent kid wants to go, she says yes. So we all get out the car. We jump out, and we head into Ma's basement. Now Ma has a few rules.
Pause. And he go another thing that just came to me, dog.
Okay.
At the top of the film, the main chick character meets our girl Danielle, Jeannie, whatever, Ma's daughter, right?
Yeah.
What if we find out at the end of the movie that she actually in on this shit, and she really be going to school to spy for Ma to have, like, you know what I mean, like. You know what I'm saying? She there like she's the eyes for Ma inside the school, but they don't know that. Like they start putting together like, how did Ma know that she had them eyes? Like that would have been interesting too to explore in another movie.
It would have been. I feel like that would be asking this movie to think.
At times where they thought Ma was kind of supernatural, if she really had a partner, which was Jeannie, and then if Jeannie ass got up out the chair, then I'll be like, oh shit, she out the chair, she didn't even know. Dog, that'd have been cold. Bitches.
See, this is why I told you. Every fucking time, I'm like, man, I come here and sit down with you. You write another movie.
Oh my God.
I go back and watch this movie, and I'm like, it ain't that movie, so I don't like it no more.
Man.
All right, cool. So we know where I stand now.
So I give them the rules of the base, man.
Yeah, which don't take the Lord's name in vain.
Can't come upstairs, which would have been a red flag.
Can't go upstairs, which a little weird. I thought Ma had like killed somebody and was standing in place or some shit. Not the way she was like, don't come upstairs.
This woman exhibited a lot of odd features.
Just red flags.
All throughout that. And what got me was this. Mm. It wasn't even that the kids didn't catch it. It was when the kids did catch it and still went back. Kick it with this bird. What the fuck?
Like, this chick is at the very least bipolar if you don't just off of sight, just off of their personal interactions and experiences with her, this chick is off her meds at the very least. Because you don't know her, you don't know what's going on up there. And it's clear that something is a little jumpy.
She done flipped out on these kids. She pulled a gun out on one and made them get naked.
Then played it off like it was nothing,
nigga.
Like ha.
The gun don't work. I don't believe that shit.
It done. You made this nigga strip down.
And again, this is another instance of you're setting up the asshole characters as people that will be murdered by this woman in the future. In a better movie, this setup would have been a callback later to when she really kills him. Haha, the gun don't work. And then later when she's playing a quote unquote prank, she actually murders him. And he's like, what the fuck? It's like, oh shit. It's like, dude, it's there. You guys had no balls.
Yeah.
It's there. You set it up. You set him up to be the first person dead, but it seems like it's on some fluke shit. But the main character see that it's not. You hear me? And like,
yeah, you know what, man? We can. We can fast.
So throughout the movie, but like we said, the main thing to be taken in, and she doing all this creepy shit. She finds them online. She's stalking their parents. At one point, she at the freaking casino. She sees these same people that she know from high school. She's just stalking and watching them. And for whatever reason, because once again they don't make it like again in a movie where her plan from the dump was to get these people for whatever reason, and that. Then we understand why she's there stalking. There's no real reason when you come to the conclusion of this film as to why she's at this casino stalking these people. Because it seems like her plan from the beginning wasn't to kill them. If her plan from the beginning was to kill them, then the stalking scene makes sense. But that wasn't a plan. It was things that was happening outside of this that pushed her to do the murder side of it, which hurts the character and the film.
Yeah, I mean, it really just kind of feels like if Ma could have got a legitimate friend, maybe she wouldn't have done all this shit. And by a legitimate friend, I mean one of these motherfuckers, one of the main characters. Even if her mom could have been a legitimate friend at some point, I think we wouldn't have this movie. But it's just all so random at this point. It's like we switch gears and she's just so willing to turn this into a murder scene instead of a party, you know, just like that.
She go back and forth because every time she seems to be offended or seems like she about to do some left ass shit.
So was the plan always to run her over since she's been clocking her from the beginning like this?
Again, I mean, you know, and another movie. Because that's the thing. You talking for people listening?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's talking about this. Wait, let me get my thoughts straight.
Sorry.
I forgot what I was about to say. What I was about to say was.
I got you.
What I was saying? With my. I was going to your thought, and then hopefully the other one will come back to me. But in a better movie, like you were talking about the scene where she's stalking outside of Mercedes' house, who is banging the main boy character. Okay, we're gonna give these people some names.
Yeah.
Okay, so the main boy character, we usually gonna call him Tim. The main girl character, we're gonna call her Shelly. So Tim Daddy, we fuck their names right now.
Coming.
Tim's dad is banging Mercedes. And she's stalking outside Mercedes' house for some reason and watching her stretch and take runs and shit. Marty asking me if she was clocking her from jump to roll her over. But again, the movie tells you no because the movie shows you when she goes. Ben's the main boy.
Ben is the dad.
Ben's
the main boy is Andy.
What's the main girl name?
Maggie.
So but there's no reason for her to be. The movie shot itself in the foot by showing us that these things make her go left. So her stalking Mercedes makes no sense. If it was already, like I keep on repeating, if it was already in place that she was already demented to that level, then her stalking makes sense of, she gonna get this lady later. You know what I mean? But no, they said because the kids turned on her. Her boss kept shitting on her. The dude turned on her. Like, I mean, she didn't even kill nobody until your boy, until Andy's daddy went left later in the film. She had not murdered anyone. She had not harmed anyone yet. You feel me? We don't even get a clear explanation why she got her daughter up there. We have none.
Yeah.
We don't know the sickness. We don't know what she's giving her shots for. We don't know what she's like. We're supposed to imply that she don't want her daughter at school because of what happened to her being at school. But this is never really even explored.
And as a movie villain or character, she's a terrible fucking liar on her toes. You know what I mean? Like, niggas confront her everywhere, and she just has no legitimate excuse just in the chamber for anybody. You mean to tell me you're gonna have these huge ass motherfucking parties out in the middle of nowhere? Yes, but you have no fucking real good excuse for the cops when they come the next morning. Like, hey, there's a lot of bullshit around the lawn and shit, or hey, there's a lot of fucking cars in your driveway.
But again, no. They established that this character was not that. We wanted this character to be more conniving ain't the word, calculated. Yeah. But this woman wasn't calculated at all. If anything, she was impulsive. A stronger movie would have made her calculated. This movie wanted to make her impulsive. But there's moments where she seems calculated. But then she ends up not being.
And it's like it never was a plan. And it's like, God damn, this is how you fly off the cuff?
And
this is awful.
And I understand that they're trying to be like, she's this chick that's chasing the popularity that she never had in high school. She might be on some midlife crisis shit. But you have to give us more as to why at this moment in her life she's deciding to do this. Yeah. When she was in a seemingly happy marriage and her, you know what I mean? Again,
at some point,
you could something about the marriage should have been more explored. Once again, they said wasting so much time setting up the fact that she got fucked over by these kids in that one stage in her life. If we'd have seen flashbacks throughout her life, and we would have gotten to her marriage at some point in a flashback, and we would have seen he might have kept her like a freaking captive, saying you can't go outside type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Right. They could have been things that they could have shown that this person did to her that might have made her this way already. So by 40, when she's exacting revenge on these people, you understand, oh, she was trapped in that hell for all the years that she could have been plotting and plotting. So when she finally kills this first person that did her wrong, which could have been her husband, now she has a taste for, oh, I'm getting all these motherfuckers that did me wrong. Oh, and I'm going to get their kids. I'm gonna do it all.
Yeah.
But that's not what we got.
I know that and it would have made a lot more sense, agreed, but also too, really fun fact, real quick. Do you notice that the ruins are exactly the fucking same 20 years ago as they are? Like it's in the flashbacks, they're the exact same configuration. It's like what
same
fuck?
Graffiti, same everything. It's everything like damn, nobody did nothing different.
Nobody did nothing. Nobody built anything on this land. Where the fuck are we, man? Okay.
Yeah, man. So right now we're in the movie, and the movie takes a lot of time to show us the build-up of no one dying, because I don't know how many minutes in are we on this film. We're a whole 33 minutes in, and we're still building up to her being just a creep. Like right now she's talking to Maggie and being all weird, and because she keeps going weird with Maggie's boyfriend, and with all this setup,
she's weird to all the boys. Like this is in this scene earlier, she's like, "Oh, Milk did that body good."
But that's good. I think that works for the character.
Oh, you think that works for the character?
Yes. If I'm ever a female killer type, mofo as a creep and shit, make her a pedophile. I like that. Throw that like once again.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this movie had no balls.
If
they didn't want to push it, I would have. Yeah.
Imagine the torture scene where she touching the little boy inappropriately before she murdered him or some shit. Like,
granted, that's probably a movie that wouldn't have made it to the theaters.
It wouldn't have made it to the theaters if you do it a certain way, son. Because she kissed the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then stabs him. Dude. So I mean, maybe, now that we say that out loud,
the movie has no balls, dog. It has no balls.
Yeah,
like, dude.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You dig? And we have all this time with these freaking people, with these kids and with these teens and shit. And like at this moment, like when they go the first moment of craziness when the girls decide they got to go use the bathroom, they go upstairs after Ma say don't go upstairs, and Ma catch him and flip out on them, and then. That's a red flag out this world. And then what does Ma do after that? Start stalking them. Start calling them crazy. See, leaving a million messages and shit. What would make you little white girls go to this older black woman's house anymore
after that? Yeah. And yeah, man. I don't know. We could. I'm trying.
There's nothing that makes sense.
I'm trying to think like now because I feel like I just have.
We keep shitting on the movie.
Well, yeah, I don't have anything really positive. I wanna say some positive shit.
In isolation, some of the scenes are creepy. Like right now, when Ma shows up at school, that's intense. That's a creepy scene. This like once again, the story doesn't work like through. But when you take certain scenes by themselves, they're pretty good scenes.
She's consistently creepy.
Yeah, that's
like all the way through, and that always works. It
doesn't always work. It works for the most part. Sometimes it's laughable.
I mean, her execution is there. Yes, her execution is there, but it's it's never like it's not consistent.
It's not consistent
with the character.
Because also, just like we said in Batman Ninja Turtles, the tone switches at times where you're not. Where it's like, okay, y'all cracking jokes right here. I don't know if I'm supposed to take this seriously. Like
so then, what are we to think if these kids had came and decided, well, hey, we'll come hang out with you?
So Ma has expanded, and not only just the original clip. Yeah, I mean, because she has buku kids coming, and she buys drinks for like almost all the kids.
Expansion.
So once again, this is one of those moments where they're trying to humanize Ma, and she's helping out another bunch of kids, got them some freaking beer shit, and what these little white boys did, they threw the drinks at her and cursed her out. And once again, we see her crying in the goddamn car, and she's crying once again to give us sympathy for the character that's Jason. I don't want to see Jason in a corner crying. I want to see Candyman in a corner crying. What the hell is this, dog? And then again, another point of this movie not having balls. You have very few black characters. You tease things like the black boy made there must be race. He made a joke to let us know that so he's aware he's a black boy in this white spot. Later on when she paints his face white and says there only can be one. Okay, y'all aware of race in that instant.
Yeah. Y'all
should not have run away from race. Them boys should have said nigger if you're gonna throw it in there. Because that was the feel that it had. If you're gonna go there, go there. You got she was the only black girl in that whole damn school. You know what I mean? It's like, son, me as a black person can't ignore these things that are there that once again you set them up for me to see. Because otherwise the school would have been a bit more diverse. She was really the only black girl. And in their clique, there's only one black boy. And then you actually make them speak on race. It's not like the movie don't understand or see race. But then at the moments where that can add to the story and to the character that, damn, they might have been racist in this freaking column. Once again, like even if we keep the idea of they all could have loved mine, they could have loved mine a mammy way. Not in the motherfucking, you know what I mean, we respect you as a there's so much this movie could have done, son. Like, I just...
Okay. So I think, okay, I feel like we've... Cause I don't know, man. I feel like we could just go through and break it down scene by scene. But what I really want to talk about as far as like what continues on from in this point for me, because I agree with every single thing that you're saying, and the more you create a new movie, the less I want to continue watching even this much of it.
And that's what I got on Game of Thrones fans about being mad about making a different show than what was given. But on TV, dog, I got a different thought than with a movie. And when I see a movie. You know what I mean? That could have been so much better than it. Like this, like at least Game of Thrones gave you a whole bunch of amazing things before they started fumbling the ball.
We had iconic moments. Yeah, like, you know, Game of Thrones will forever be this iconic thing, and they got it perfectly, tonally everything in the beginning, and nobody will ever be able to touch that. Now this, we won't get into that. And it's
still filmed, dog.
Yeah, it's still filmed. It's different.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. You said you wanted to go from this point right now in the movie.
Oh. So the thing I really want to talk about, dude, is this movie actually having some sort of balls on some level, depending on how you look at it. I don't know. You may disagree.
Okay.
Maybe the movie had no balls.
No, I had no balls.
But it had a penis. So
micro.
Mike, yeah. I thought that was the point when she was like, "Hey, this is what you was gonna show me back in the day." I was like, "Oh, you're trying to say it's very small." Okay, all right, fair enough. Look, the point is. The point is, I don't know. Like, I felt like there was a time when that would have never been allowed. Like, you talking about
the scene later when she kidnaps his dad?
When she kidnaps his dad, yeah.
You mean the Not All Men scene that they didn't even have the balls to even, like, fully do what we did in our movie. Hashtag Not All Men the movie on YouTube. Look it up. It's on Gumbo Monster 504. Because what's funny is my nigga Alpha Joe saw mine first and said, dude, they kind of did something that we did in our movie, son. But they didn't do it, but they kind of did. So when I watched it and I saw the scene, like a piece of me.
Oh, you already like, yeah, you go and already know it.
But no, I didn't know what it was. I didn't realize, because he didn't tell me anything specific. He just said there's something very similar to our movie in this film. I'm not going to tell you what it is. So when I saw him strapped to the bed, I instantly was like, oh, she going to cut the dick off. Oh, she going to do what we did to him in our movie. Hashtag Not All Men the movie. Check it out on YouTube. Oh, and they
J.Steel
pussied out. J.Steel not here, but they pussied out. They made it almost. They hinted her cutting this man's dick off, only to not do it. I don't know why you would think I would say they had any balls when you said that. That is the theme of the movie. That scene is the through line for the entire film. That scene. That's the perfect metaphor for this film. He's tied to a bed. She goes to his dick like she about to cut it off, and instead of cutting it off, she falls back and does it. Instead, she decides to try to bleed him out.
Oh shit, that is very okay.
That's what this movie is. There's so many ways. This nigga humiliated her to be a demented fuck in her fucking mid-40s, and her big enactment of freaking revenge is to put dog's blood in his blood until he bleeds out.
But I'm like,
that is such a slam dunk of a freaking plan.
So
that's a freaking
It felt like okay.
You want to talk about positives, and you took me there.
We have safe words, and so here's the thing.
Oh my god!
I got so much stuff to say. I have so much stuff to say. Okay, all right. I don't want to forget every single thought, so I'm gonna try to get out as many as I can.
Run it out, dog.
So her plan. Here's what I thought we were gonna do. I thought what we were gonna do is potentially maybe go through a couple scenes and be like, this is where there wasn't a lot of thought put into it, or this is where I felt like they dropped the ball. But what we've wound up doing really is going scene by scene and sort of just the whole concept, what could have been done better, right?
Yeah, because I mean, like,
that's fine. No, that's what it is. But so
to sum up what happens, she keeps stalking these kids. They keep going back to her crib for whatever, for random dumbass reasons. Yeah. And then she kidnaps them. But continue, my nigga.
Yeah. So this feels like the plan. This is, for me, this is another place where the ball was dropped. This is, or where the movie, not where the movie had no balls, just where the ball was dropped. I don't feel like enough creativity or thought was put into it, because all of these sort of plans, when you say them out loud and as how they played out, what was really the thought process behind all this stuff? It felt very real if you want to look at it that way, because it felt like a person who didn't have a lot of time to plan a lot of shit out,
right,
but just wanted to do something and had to do that shit
what
today.
What you doing all that thinking for? We got so many scenes her just looking off in the distance like she plotting something. So many scenes her stalking motherfuckers like she plotting something and it don't go nowhere.
Cause like nothing's really going on up there when that happens. Like she's checking the fuck out.
All your thoughts are. I keep cutting you off.
No, you're all good. So this is like, if somebody, this is why we have safe words for what I'm about to say. This is the type of plan of a person with special needs. Cause it's just like, it's not a lot of thought put out into it. I'm going to kill you, but before I do it, I'm gonna give you dog's blood, and then you're gonna bleed out and die, and then I'm gonna hug your corpse as the house burns
and
down.
Before we even
like,
get to
who is coming up with these ideas?
I don't know, dog.
Right?
Because again, we haven't even set that up. But what happened?
I'm sorry.
In the freaking film, son. In the freaking film, once again, Andy's dad is the guy who, in her childhood, Ben. He set her up to think that she was down with the clique, and she thought she was fucking with him in his closet as a kid, and he switched out with another one of his friends and had the entire school listening to her. I guess either sucked the nigga off.
Oh no, she blew him.
She didn't fuck him though, right? She sucked his off.
Yeah.
Sucked him off.
Because there's a scene where Mercedes is telling her, okay, so this is what you're gonna do. Remember, she puts the lipstick on her. She's like, you got to get down on your knee. You got to put she gives her instructions basically on how to do that.
So she gets embarrassed, and like I said, it's not clear on the age, but she gets embarrassed in front of the whole school because they heard her sucking this other guy's dick, and she thought it was Ben, who's Andy's dad, who's the boyfriend of the main character, Maggie.
She's illegal, I'm pretty sure.
And I mean, back in that time, that was a whole other kick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once again, this is something that's screwed up thing to happen, but it's something that in some kind of way this woman is held on to until her freaking 40s and shit. So again, while she keeps partying and stalking and being weird with the kids, again, over the course of time, the kids start rejecting her because they start thinking she's weird. You feel me? And that's, again, adds to them trying to humanize and make us feel sorry for her and give her a reason for going left. And all these things they tried to victimize the damn villain of the story hard up. And there's this funny scene that Marty laughing at when she getting her freaking her toes done with this old woman. That's not even acted.
That's not acted. That lady is from here. And she's gotta be. She got the man.
That old lady just shat on it.
I feel like that old lady has told me to go fuck myself before.
Funny scene. Once again, tones. I don't know, all over the place.
Definitely. Most definitely.
And I love that scene. Like, we got her just pouting and being so sad and mad because the kids are rejecting her.
I did enjoy that scene.
So at a point, I did enjoy that scene. That scene was funny. I love that scene. That was a great scene. Once again, there's a lot of scenes by themselves. I guess there's a lot of scenes by themselves. They work.
I know.
But then when you put them together, how they lay them out, they just don't. The story doesn't. So at a point, but what we get into is at a point the tormentor that traumatized her to death, Andy's dad Ben, comes into the goddamn veterinarian to get his dog looked at, and they have a little moment, and he recognizes her, and they say that he decides he wants to link up with them later to catch up. So we think to catch up, blah 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 blah, and so because apparently he has never brought his dog to the one veterinary spot in this freaking town, and they've never seen each other.
Remember he said, when he brought her there, he said that his vet just moved to Florida. So this is why this is the first time they're coming over there.
Go ahead. Good for you guys. Gold star. You covered one of your plot holes.
They gave him an excuse. I do remember that.
It don't still excuse the fact that y'all been in this damn town 20 years and y'all ain't never seen each other.
Exactly.
Now, she ran into your kids at a corner store, but she ain't never run into you. Like, you know what I mean? You ran into the kids on random and you ain't never run into the adults. You went to the damn casino and saw the nigga. You mean to tell me that nigga ain't never seen you? Come the hell on.
Okay.
So like all the while she tormenting all these kids by just stalking. Not even really tormenting them, just stalking them, being extra, still trying to be friends with them. It seemed like somebody needs a friend. And when she shows up to the quasi date with Ben, he flips the script on it because he has a tracking device on his son's truck because he runs his company. He has a bunch of trucks and his son gets to just use the truck to just drive as his car. So he started going in on her. He goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Go in on her fucking ass. Basically threatens her life.
You're a loser.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like
You've
it's
always
like,
been a loser.
But again, they tried to make the people she killed bad people. She only killed bad people. What kind of weak ass
Even
sauce
the
is
cop
that?
though the dad calls to go look at the whatchamacallit, to go
cool.
catch them at the whatchamacallit. Yeah, but he was like, I know your dad. I used to play football with him.
He's a dick.
He's a dick.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They made
it's like,
him a dick. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so like, because I understand like the way that Maggie's mom went off on Ma after finding out that her daughter be over there, blah 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 blah. She was deceiving her. That's the parental way. You know what I mean? She didn't do no extra shit of you're a loser. You've always been a loser. You suck at life. You fucking dummy. No, it was stay the fuck away from my daughter. I'ma fuck you up. That's all that to be said.
Yeah, but
they wanted to throw more freaking stuff on Ben to make him even more hateable.
Yeah.
So you can kind of be on my side, I guess. That's not the way horror works, my dear. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
I agree. I see what you're saying.
So after he go in on her, and once again, I'm quasi over the top tirade. You know, then she decides, I guess, to go left after that. I don't know because we passed up what's on screen. What's on screen is her lying to the kids about having cancer as a means to bring them closer again. And Andy believes it because his mom died of cancer, and that's the way he hit that spot. But then the girls wind up seeing that she stole that little girl freaking bracelet, and then all the chicks start remembering, oh yeah, I got my mom earrings that she gave me. She rocking them bitches. She stole them bitches. And you know, she's stealing things from them. They don't ever explain why. Why does she steal their things? There's no explanation to it. And I'm not saying everything needs to have explanation, but in this film where you go painstakingly to explain to me why she's killing people.
It would be nice if everything had an explanation.
It would be nice if certain things had an explanation. Because the thing is this. If you have the things of people that you murdered, that tracks, because serial killers have been known to keep tokens. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So if she had killed that girl and now she's wearing the thing, if she had killed a girl's mother and now she's rocking the earrings, if whatever happened, then I would understand her taking people's things. Otherwise, in this film, her taking people's things had no bearings on any of the story at all.
Now that you sort of say this and just sort of all of my, my little bit of just watching like all those documentaries but behind the scenes stuff, do you think that at some point in time, there was a version that had more venom in it, kind of like what you're describing now throughout the whole thing? Do you think maybe at some point that something like that actually existed and then the studio got involved and it became like all of the venom got removed from it and then this is sort of the product of what was left?
I hope that there was a better script. I hope that whatever Octavia Spencer first saw that made her want to be attached to this project was one thing, and then when the director and the producers and everybody got involved, they fucked it up because this is and some of the things
she's already signed on,
and she just had to finish it out or something because it's like, because again, I honestly left the movie confused. Like it was after marination that made me go, oh, that wasn't a good movie at all. Like, not gonna say at all, but like it's like, because again, my audience made that movie so much better. I left there on the oh, okay, and again I was happy to support my dog. And speaking of her, so the girls, they go the main character and her friend go visit my spot because they trying to break in that motherfucker to get their things back, and they find Jeannie, my girl Tanyelle. And that was a nice scene with her. She scared the whole freaking theater when she pop up.
Oh yeah,
with the freaking mask.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that did jump a bit, like a little bit.
Yeah, she caught. That was a
she had that fucking mask. I knew it was gonna be somebody with the fact that fucking mask went boom. I was like, oh yeah, got it. Okay, but it got me. And I'll give them that. I'll give the movie that.
And again, you know, and she had a little smile, like she did that little thing in this movie, son. And I still stand by. Switch her with the lead and give a little girl a real little girl, because she has to do more than she should have to do. Honestly, she has to do more than she should have to do. Given anyway, I already said what I said about that. But this is a great scene. It was nice and tense because whenever you're watching scenes like this, you're always wondering when will Ma get home, and the character's ambiguous. And again, I think if she would have been really still working with her mom, us encouraging all this sympathy for her would have been so beautiful. If nah, man, it's a family affair.
And that would have been a twin set. You know what? Like even with the Blumhouse like movie, that kind of feels like what it would have been. Yeah, this feels like a movie that I feel like now after just this discussion, I feel like had more venom at some point before it just sort of got defanged.
I would just hope so.
I can't believe that.
So then this mug and my daughter Tanyelle telling these girls about mine. They found all these weird clippings. Mod being on this extra shit of putting herself in pictures with the kids and putting yo boy daddy, like all kind of random shit she doing. But once again,
and she tells them that she hears them downstairs partying all the time.
But they don't pay off so much because whatever. Because I feel like there's more I feel like there's more to the daughter. There could have been so much more to this daughter character than what we get. Yeah. And Ma comes like, what did they talk? I don't remember they even talking to this girl about right now. Oh no, they're making a connection. The point of this is they're making a connection with her to set up her hero moment later. Yeah. You feel me? Because you know what I mean, she's getting to have interactions with people, but once again, we never even fleshed out why she's up there or much. I don't know. So Ma get home, and that's intense when she gets home. It's a pretty cool scene.
She tells him to run and get out of there. And
I don't know why they try to run out the front door.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
She pulls to the, okay, you're right.
I don't know why they didn't from the beginning try to leave out the way that they came.
Yeah,
They decide that after trying to get out like 3 other ways, when really the way that you came should be the way that you leave. Like what?
Yeah.
And here go the other side of it too. I know I said I would have cast a young actor to play the Tanyelle role. Here go the other flip that you could have made somewhere in the script if you're going to cast someone that's older, young. Make it so she is older, but Ma has stunted her mental growth. You feel me? By keeping her inside. Maybe she's been left back a few times and shit. And she thinks she has the mind of like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old girl, but she's really like 20 or some shit. Then that would have been some weirdo shit because like she don't never want to let her daughter grow up. And you know what I mean? That would have been an interesting layer. So then if you cast someone like Tanyelle, now her age has worked. Like now the ambiguity of her age is working for her. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, she's young, but she's actually older. And it's this weird thing that you don't know what to deal with. That would have made her character even more odd. But they didn't want to go odd, which makes it must go like, why is she going to school? Or is she going to school? And it's, I don't know, son. Maybe they just thought them two look good on screen together.
Yeah. I mean, I think they probably had some chemistry. And I see it. It's these scenes for them just sort of wind up being meaningless because we don't really get a lot of background in terms of the... Like maybe if we found out like she mentioned her dad or something like that, I feel like it would have made it, maybe slightly more insightful. But
we never got the reason why she's keeping her locked up.
Yeah,
we never got it.
Is she really sick or is this something that she's...
We never got information about any of that.
Right, and that would have been nice. That would have been nice. But then again, like I said, this movie didn't really know where it wanted to focus its attention in terms of that, like who's our lead and where our time is supposed to go. It just had a lot of real estate to cover, and
it didn't have to.
It didn't have to.
Again,
and it just couldn't cover everything.
If you're gonna do the Ma movie, make My one thing. If you're going I'm gonna keep saying it, man. You try to do too freaking much, dog, and we didn't even get defined what the relationship was between the mother and the daughter. Like I'm still very confused on. So Ma's always, no matter what beforehand. So Ma's always been sort of mean and that version of Ma, that kind of meaner version of Ma, I should say, with her daughter, because it doesn't seem to be a new thing for her daughter. Her daughter seems sort of used to that attitude, And what's the point of the character, dog?
Which one, the daughter?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's many things that you could have created to make her have a true point, aside from having the hero moment at the end. But you make it, because the thing is, the smart thing is she got fucked over in school, her brain went left, and she don't want to let her daughter go to school. But they never got that eye. Mm-hmm. It's just for us to come up with. Again, we don't even know what the daughter's relationship was with her father. You know what I mean? You mentioned your husband twice. No payoff on any of it. You could have used it as fodder to build the character. Like I said, she could have killed him because of abuse. He could have been like this, or you could have.
Ooh, what if? Nah, that would have been a different movie, maybe. But what if?
Tanyelle don't even mention her daddy, but keep going.
What if Tanyelle gets roped in? So like, what if Tanyelle is the one who gets roped into this grouping instead of the lead girl? Like somehow we rope her in.
No.
Right?
No. We're not even roping her in. What if the movie is about Ma's daughter?
Right.
And her mama is fucking.
And like this shit is starting to look all too familiar to her.
Mm-hmm.
You're hanging out with that motherfucker's son who did this shit, and it's like, maybe some shit. Ooh, like, and let's just.
What kind of conflict does you get put in if your mama killing your best friends, my nigga? Because of some plot that she got going on with their parents. You heard me? That would have been cool. Son.
Okay. Now I'm done.
Because then I have a reason for having the daughter there, because even in the movie that you told, the daughter only gives us exposition at one point, and then turns on her mama because you need somebody extra from the squad. Because if you put the whole squad in danger, you wrote yourself into a corner. So you need someone outside to save them, since you decided not to kill any of them. So it's like you killed the cop, which was cool. The one that came to check on them, that was a nice moment. But it's like, in these films, like you just drop so many balls that you set up.
Right.
The lead chick's supposed to get out of a situation because of some mistake that mom made or what have you. We don't. Anyway, so on the screen, we have what we just talked about. Oh boy, getting her ass about, my son being over there. And that's another thing, dog. In real life, from Maggie's mama to Andy's dad, ain't gonna be no, like, cops would have been involved. These white people would have called some cops, dog. They would have just gave her this weird ass warning and say, if you do it again, I'm gonna get you. Nah.
And it's like, why? Like,
because they're not friends with her. They ain't cool with her. And like, she's some random motherfucker. So why wouldn't she call them people?
But why rope her in like a lamb for slaughter? Why not just go directly in there with no fucking pet at all and say, hey, you see this here? Hey. From dump.
Angry parent like, from Jump would have walked to her job and said, boom, boom, boom. We want to set him a date.
Yeah,
that's why to make him evil. Even worse. Again, giving us more fodder. Then we go back to her job and she's like, her boss is once again being mean to her. But once again, they never presented as if her boss has a reason to be. Like, they showed that she's not that good at a job.
She's terrible at a job, bro.
What I'm trying to say is
or doesn't do it, I should say.
What I'm trying to say is this. They still position that as a moment that she's a victim. Even though you, like, they
I know, okay.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. No, I get you.
They make the boss so mean that even though you ain't doing your damn job, Octavia.
She's going extra with it. She's not just angry because of her inefficiency. She's also being a bitch about it.
Right.
Which she doesn't have to be. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Or you could have been a building bitch. We saw you like 4 damn times. The first time could have been kind of a bitch. Then you build up to this mounting bitch. And then us as an audience member.
You've been trying.
Because us as the audience really should be. Every podcast I drop a lighter. Us as an audience really should be on the boss's side. That's the thing. Ma is the focal candy man. She's Jason. She's Freddy.
Okay, I'm still on the boss's side.
No. But they tried to not make us on the boss's side.
Okay.
Right, what I'm saying is, if you would have made her understandably building in frustration throughout her scenes. So, like, even if in Ma's view, she went off on me, us as an audience would be like, she did go off on you in this scene, but we watched her try not to go off on you in previous scenes. So we kind of feel where she's coming from, even though we see what set you off to kill her because she lost her cool on you on the surface. We would still be like, damn, you had to kill your boss. You know what I mean?
It wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary based on what you set up.
I don't know, that shot there, dog. I thought that shit could have been like a look. I don't know, something about it could have been creepier. But I was like, damn, that's dope right there. You know what would have been really dope is you would have killed the dog, man, instead of just.
Wait, what scene are you talking about? Let me bring it back.
Oh,
I don't know what you're looking at.
So apparently she shoots the dog with something that.
When Mom went to visit Maggie's spot, claiming to be friendly with Maggie's mom, she really poisoned their dog.
Right. Oh, I thought she did it just now.
She did it. Oh, well,
Ma came because she like Miles.
She came back to poison the dog.
Yeah.
That's what happened. She came back to poison the dog, and she see Ma in the distance
Yeah.
walk away in the darkness, and that was creepy to see.
In them fucking loud ass scrubs.
But like you said, the dog should be dead.
Yeah, I thought
Because she had already she just rolled over Mercedes, and Mercedes what?
And then this.
Wait, pause before we say and then this. What did Mercedes do to her in real life as an adult? Did they have an interaction?
Not to my memory. No, they didn't.
So why did she run her over with a car?
Remember, she said she did it for old girl because she, made fun of her, did whatever at the whatchamacallit that she the casino.
Oh, because at the casino.
Yeah, because of that interaction that she had with Maggie's mom.
So
and she said, "Remember, I took care of her for you," or whatever she tells her when they're in the liquor store.
I remember. Okay, that's what that was supposed to be because I didn't even take that in those words in like that. So and that's still stupid because because again the story didn't establish a friendship between Ma and the mama, even if it was a one-sided one, even if it was Ma thinks she has a friend.
Yeah,
because the interaction that Ma had with Maggie's mom, the point wasn't them becoming close. It was her fucking with Maggie.
Yeah.
They made that so we never had a scene for us to even believe that Ma was thinking she had a friend so it could connect to her killing Mercedes for her friend.
Right.
On some cable guy shit. We never had the moment of Ma even believing this. That whole moment felt like Ma was there to fuck with Maggie or to get information.
Yeah, like or there was like some sort of deleted scene or moment that we just never got.
Or to be stupid because you guys ran into each other in a goddamn veterinarian and apparently didn't know who each other were.
Well, one of you did.
And apparently veterinarian people just show up at your house and make house calls to check on your pet. I didn't know they did that, but apparently
they show up and remind you that they know you from high school, and then you let them in, and then they check on your dog. It's a little strange. It's all strange.
So now we got Ma on her little rampage. She killed Mercedes. She I guess she's planning on capturing Ben. We see her boss is dead now. We see the boss mangled in the freaking thing. It's just random as hell. Like, and again, there's a cleaner way to set this up to make it matter. I already explained what it was, and they didn't. So so the dog is screwed up, and I don't remember what happened after this. What happens? This is when Maggie tells her mama, because her mama holler at Ma, and Maggie let her know, man, I already knew who Ma was. Gave her the whole rundown. Now Maggie mom on one. Meanwhile, we get to that scene we talked about where she's putting dog's blood, apparently must be Maggie's dog's blood, into Ben, Andy's dad. And I don't even I don't even understand what the dog's blood is supposed to do. I guess dog's blood poisons humans, but they don't even explain it fully. Like,
is that what happened?
I'm guessing. I don't know why she's putting dog's blood in him. Is the metaphor he's a dog? I don't know.
That's what she calls him. She says like, you're a dog, so you're gonna get what you deserve. She says something like that to him. So I thought that was what it was. But the thing is, he's gonna bleed out and die. Yeah. So.
But if this is if he's the cause of your initial trauma, because again, this is so exhausting. The flashbacks. What are the point of the flashbacks?
Just to show you why she's killing him.
If that's the reason, why didn't she try to kill him earlier?
Because she would have fucked him anyway.
Why wouldn't she try to kill him before he even comes to her? Because once again, narratively speaking, you're showing us these flashbacks to show us an embarrassing thing that happened in high school, and the reason for that is supposed to give us background as to why she's doing what she's doing. That's the way flashbacks work. But if you're going to go point A to point B to point C, that means her through line from the whole movie is supposed to meet up with the flashbacks to show, this is why she was doing all of this, to get back at this guy. Now, it still would make it a flimsy story because of 20 years, but at least it still would have made sense on, she did all this to get at this guy. That's not what this movie showed. She didn't do any of this to get at this guy. She only got this guy when the guy made a threat at her, and then when she finally gets to the guy, there's no payoff because she don't even really kill him. No balls. This movie is a horror movie with no balls. In a better movie, even when the mom confronted her, she would have been on her list. She had no revenge plan for Maggie's mom.
It's just, I mean, I would have just enjoyed a better plan on Ma's part. And if she had finessed one motherfucker, I mean one, I would have taken that. I would have called her. I would have called it worth it. But she could not finesse one motherfucker.
And why, after she started killing all these people, is she still having parties for the kids in her basement? Why is that even still a need of hers to even do? And even the kids are saying she's weird, so they don't even want to hang out there.
Body's upstairs, man.
What dead body? He ain't dead. He just up there chilling. He ain't dead yet.
You sure?
He ain't died when... He died at some point. We don't know when he died. So there's a dying body upstairs. Because no, I'm not going to let you sit up here and make it seem creepier than it is. Because that would be appropriately creepy if she had a few dead bodies upstairs. Meanwhile, she having the kids partying downstairs. No, she has her daughter and she has this guy. That's creepy. There's just a guy up there that she's letting bleed out that she apparently is supposed to hate for her trauma.
I mean, how long does it take to bleed out?
I don't know, son. All I'm saying is that one dead body ain't the same as saying there's dead bodies upstairs. And it still don't answer my question to wonder why she's trying to still have parties for the other kids. I understand trying to lure the main characters into this plot. Not really. I'll get back to that. But I don't know why she's even entertaining anymore. She already went left. She didn't kill Mercedes. She didn't kill the doctor, boss. She got the nigga strapped up, getting the dog's blood. I don't understand your need now to keep partying with kids.
I don't.
The movie hasn't given me a good reason to wonder it.
I mean, unless the other kids were covered to get the main core kids there.
Okay.
Like, you wouldn't be able to get them there on their own anymore. But if there's a huge party
because it was somebody's party, right? You're right.
Birthday
right?
Right?
And that's what made Andy go, even though he knew that the lady was creepy and promised not to go. And I still don't get why anyone. Anyway, we covered that.
But he can, you know what? I felt like he was the sort of the one that they tried their absolute best to make us believe that no matter what mom did, he would still try to make excuses for it because of what happened with his mom and how he said that his mom didn't act normal at the end because she died of cancer, and that Ma has cancer now. So it's like they went out of their way to make him believable in terms of, well, yeah, I'll show up again. But maybe he was the convincing factor for everybody else. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like if this kid who I know is sincere tells me, hey, when his mom died, she was kind of, spacey and schizo. Oh, I'm sorry. But, she was whatever she was.
Yeah.
And these are similar symptoms. Yeah. Then I might definitely believe him,
I'll even though I probably could argue, I'll give them that.
You'll give them that. That was good. All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
So now we get to a point where, girl, she ain't rocking with none of that. She go home, and then Ma show her that she's wearing them earrings that she stole, and she got all her friends over there. So she rushed to the freaking party, steal her mama car, Maggie I'm talking about, and all her friends are on drugs. They're drugged out. They tripping because Ma didn't drug them.
They drunk the Kool-Aid.
They drunk the freaking Jim Jones shit. And so a girl get there to try to help them, but they just all on one. So she go upstairs, and we skipped over another scene she had with her daughter with 10. Yeah, I don't want to, because since that's my people's. What happened in that scene? She keeps drugging the girl, and the girl is. I don't even know. I don't remember what she
tells. Like, this is before the last interaction she has is before she goes out on a date, right?
No, there's one after that. That just popped up. Is let me see. It's. Because then she really started trolling that chick. She kissing all on her man and shit, sending her pictures of it. She said,
look who said he wasn't gonna show up, and look who here now, man.
I don't remember.
And I'm like, why the hell is the preacher's daughter still there?
That's for laughs. But
is
again,
it?
Yeah, that's for laughs. Okay. But again, tone. Like,
I thought she was gonna put that iron in her face or some shit, but I was like, no, that's a different movie. That's not this movie.
Had no balls.
Because I was like, that would have been a true innocent kid that would have.
She should have been one of the first deaths that they write off as to being something else because they already established she pretended like she drunk. So
didn't we leave her at Ma's house last night?
Yeah.
Is she dead?
But no, there's ways you could have played it, my nigga. So we go to scene with let me see it before because we're at the end of the movie now. Let me see what this last scene because I'm trying to see, did she say anything worth anything?
Wait, it's almost over.
I said turn it off.
Being mean to your daughter.
Open your mouth.
Open your mouth. Take these drugs for some illness that we don't know is real or not.
Slip on into Marty's world.
We don't know why that they're mad, why she hate her daughter so much.
I hear all those people downstairs. I always do.
It Good night.
Nothing happened in the scene. It was served no purpose because
she gives the dirtiest fucking look.
I mean,
if
y'all
looks
give
could give some like a middle finger. That's
y'all
what
give
that
a
was.
fire look, but again, y'all ain't in those scenes. Your purpose should be to be building disdain from the daughter to Ma. So when she makes that turn later, it's for it. You saw it. They don't put enough stakes between Ma and her daughter to make it crackle. So when the turn happens, you're happy for it, not because the character had not for the character's moment, more so because you want somebody to stop Ma. She had a fire hero moment because she's stopping Ma. But if you look at the build up, it wasn't good build up because you saw Ma being mean to her sometimes, not really fucking her over. We didn't get to see if they just kept hinting at these terrible things instead of actually showing terrible things. If you would have showed us terrible things that she did to her daughter, beat her, shit, like whatever.
Yeah, that whole sort of relationship was underdeveloped and makes me sort of wonder, was there some stuff that was shot that maybe got cut? Or, I don't know, the fact that this movie is so, it's only like an hour and 30 minutes or so, right? Like, it's no longer, maybe an hour and 40 at the most. But, it's kind of short, which makes me feel like maybe it didn't overshoot.
Well,
maybe,
keep giving this thing. You keep
trying,
wanting more
dude.
for it.
I'm trying.
You keep
I'm
wanting
like,
more
no,
for
I mean,
it,
like,
dog. In the amount of time that they had, they still could have done what they had to do.
I feel like
man.
I don't know, dude. Like, I try to give stuff the benefit of that. The thing is, I mean, we see it all the time, though. There's so much that goes into making a movie.
Yeah.
And you kind of sign on sometimes for one thing, and it turns out to be another.
You're right.
Once you're into it.
You're right.
So it's like, I don't know, for this, I just sort of feel like, I don't know, maybe, and I could be so wrong about this. I don't know, I like to think
This is the thing, dog, about them having a better script that got fucked up.
Right.
Here's the thing, son.
Mm-hmm.
For, like, I understand the sympathy that you're speaking about because we make films. We make films with no money, which means every film that any of us have ever produced has problems because we don't got no fucking money.
Right.
We try to tell the best stories that we can tell within the realm that we can tell them.
Right.
Because to cover up on what we don't have. Now, this is where I will become detached from everything I just said. They have the money. They have a budget. People are being paid for this, dog. If you could think about the best thing that you've ever done without money, and then imagine if you had money, what that would look like. There's things that we both have made. When we're just talking about telling a congruent story, we've told stories better than this. Which is why, as we politic, we can come up with better versions of this. This is why I get so frustrated watching this, because I'm like, you had a team of writers, or at least one or two people to sit down and be paid to produce this. So when I'm thinking about money, when I'm thinking about budget, when I'm thinking about all these things that went into this, for it to be this, I'm let down personally because for free, I could have made a better movie than this. That makes me, and I hate being a coulda, woulda, shoulda ass nigga. It should inspire me to just make my own shit, which it has done. It's backwards done that. But when I'm trying to take off my writer hat or my director hat or my actor hat, I just want to be an audience member that likes a movie that I was very excited to want to like, and they give me some shit that feels lazy.
Very fucking lazy. Okay, so this...
And ballless in a horror movie, I'ma feel away.
So we're at the scene currently now. So Maggie has gone to the party and tried to stop everybody. She was unsuccessful.
Mm-hmm.
So
she finds the body.
She finds a body, yeah. So everybody passes out. She tries to get upstairs because there's no way out downstairs. She gets upstairs, stumbles into Mom's room, finds Ben
and he's dead, bled out.
Yeah, and then she gets knocked out.
She gets fucking a shot. Because remember, Ma rolling around, because the reason why she's a veterinarian is because she has freaking access to these drugs.
Right.
So, she hit her with that shot that knocked her ass out.
Right, she did. Because, when she comes to, she's like, I gave you something and should have had you out for a lot longer.
And again, in a better movie, bro, she would have had a few of those type of kills. You have all these poisons and drugs. There's so much you could have done with that. There's so much you could have done with that in torture scenes. There's so much you could have done with. There's just so much you could do with that. You had so many toys to play with here.
This is where the movie I start to attack the movie's creativity, because even with absolutely the minimal at your disposal in as a Hollywood movie, just on the very micro budget, because this is a Blumhouse picture from what I understand.
Pause.
So, what?
We saw Brightburn.
I know.
Which was made with $6 million.
Don't you dare compare Brightburn.
But no, you talk about money.
Yeah, fair
Brightburn
enough.
with $6 million gave us some of the best kills that we've seen in a film, especially in indie. So when you lay back and tell me this is what you gave me with probably more money, continue.
Okay, so this is where now, after having this long and just sitting here listening to you, dude, this is where for me the movie, I'm just like, this is a non-recommend for me because of this.
We're currently at the scene where she has all the kids tied up, and she went through one kid's knocked out. She puts the iron to his flesh.
So she basically has our core kids though, basically, right
just
now,
the
right?
main
And
cast.
one extra, the girl we didn't really explain who she is. Yeah, so basically there's a character who they've deemed as the girl who's a preacher's daughter, who passes out at every party so she doesn't have to drink.
She pretends to be knocked out. So she doesn't have to really drink.
Right.
And the joke of the film that they've been using is, and it's a funny joke.
I got a crack when she sort of wakes up out of it and looks around and is like, oh wait, people are having a great time.
No,
I'm gonna get up.
She cracked me every time. Even because it was a funny joke. Even here, everybody else is freaking kidnapped, and she wake up and she kidnapped. It's a funny joke. It's a funny joke. I gotta give them the bit. It's a great bit that they did. But the thing is, she should be dead. She's only there for the bit.
Yeah.
And the end of the bit should have been a murder. She's a complete. You know, a movie got no balls when you won't even kill an extraneous character. Even if you keep all the main. She is someone ripe for the killing. She's even in the final scene with all the kids tied up.
She is, right.
And you going to kill her.
So, Ma has all the kids tied up and she has plans for them all. Allegedly, right? So, the plan for one kid is to take his... brand him with an iron on his stomach because... I don't really remember what the excuse was she gave. She said some words before she did it, but that was sort of his punishment for, I don't know, being a kid.
Now pause.
Yeah,
so,
and that's his punishment.
Right.
So and I just felt like, so that's what this movie just felt. It had no creativity. So everybody has sort of a punishment. We're gonna sew old girl's lips up. I forget her name.
No, son. But this scene is when in the theater I realized that the movie had no balls. From that scene on, because I'm like, he's knocked out, and she put the iron on him.
And no response whatsoever, like no screaming out in agony, you poor child.
In a better movie, he would have awoken, and she would have kept doing it. It's not scary to do it to a prone body. What makes it scary is it's scary the buildup of if you do it to a prone body, you like, oh shit, that's fucked up. But the building suspense is she keeps it on there, and then you start seeing him waking up a little bit and moving, and then he just starts freaking the fuck out, and then she keeps doing it. That makes it scary. Yeah. You feel me?
Now, granted, it still made me jump both times, but still, the potency of it.
The potency of it.
Is not the same.
That was a great spot. I love that spot of her sewing that girl mouth together.
You like that?
It wasn't bloody enough. She woke up like it didn't fucking happen. Both of them, the dude with his flesh burnt off and the girl with the lips woke up like nothing fucking happened. But my thing is, son, again.
Why did she sew her? Why was that her punishment? Because she said...
Because she talked too much. She kept saying... She kept being a bitch. I understand why sewing the lips was the punishment.
Sewing the lips was the punishment? Okay. All right, so fair enough. We'll give her that one.
But that should have led to a bleed out, like...
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
they were never truly punished. How you gonna punish him while they knocked out? You sew her lips together while she's awake. That is what freaking hurts. And the black dude got nothing.
Yeah, so his punishment, which I appreciate though, shout out. So his punishment was
I ain't about to advocate for the one black character besides Danielle.
Torture.
I ain't gonna advocate for it, but I'm just saying.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
In a good horror movie like this, he still died maybe last.
Yeah.
He either dies last or his random ass makes it out of everyone. Like you kill all the parents, you kill all the kids, and you leave this shit just done with the wisecracking black kid and the main chick, the only ones that made it, I ain't mad either. But as far as torturing him, nothing.
No, nothing. And then I don't even know if there was a actual plan for Andy.
She's gonna fuck him.
Or was that the plan?
I don't know, because she only stabbed him because he
fucking got up that he was trying to, But I mean, I thought that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe her ass is so gone that she might fall for it. Go for it, bro. Kiss her ass. Make her feel like it. Yo, do it like Neo did in The Matrix Reloaded, man. Make her believe you love her. And
she had no plan,
he was terrible. He was awful because he was a virgin, so he had no clue what he was doing.
He couldn't, because the thing is, he wakes up and Maggie, like, it gotta be some crazy shit to wake up and your girlfriend is tied to her by her neck and freaking, all this other shit going on.
This is a bad, this is a bad day for everyone.
So he tries to lure her in, but she kisses him. She takes the kiss, then she stabs his ass.
She's no idiot. It's like, okay, well, you know what? They
didn't even let him die, even though he was stabbed. And then the cop that was sent to go get the kids earlier, that was actually wound up cool as fuck. He come to check on her, and he come to check on some shit because Maggie's mom is like, reports it finally. The only regular person in the whole film, it feels like. And he goes to Ma's house, and he don't believe nothing she on. He already suspicious.
They got cups and stuff from a party and
all this other shit, all these cars out here. Here go the deal, son. She gets saved because Tanyelle roll up and save her.
Who I'm not even sure if that was her intention when she rolled up.
That's what it felt like.
You felt like her intention.
The last time we saw her, she was up in her room. Now, right when the niggas like, I'm about to come inside.
That was like last night though. This is the next day.
All right, but right when the niggas, she was listening from afar. And then when the nigga like he about to come inside, she rolls up because your girl Maggie start making all this noise.
I guess so, yeah.
And Maggie make all the noise, and Tanyelle just sitting in her goddamn wheelchair. And then next thing you know, when Dewey hears the noise that Maggie's making from the basement, because Ma was making it seem like she was in there by herself. No, she said my daughter's in the back, something she was on. Then her daughter rolls up, and I'm like, yo, why? So I guess the moment that you decided to turn on your mom is when she kills the cop. I guess that's what we're supposed to believe. Because, I don't know, son. It just seemed like, why would you save her in that moment if you're going to just do this hero turn later because you know what's going downstairs ain't right any goddamn way. It don't lean up. But let's say I'm going to give you that. Ma kills the cop, the only real kill of the film that she actually does, in my opinion, that makes sense. And they drag him inside. She makes her daughter drag him inside, even though she doesn't want to. And then the mom is a determined mom. Maggie's mom gets her gay coworker who was expertly played. He was hilarious. He had his moments.
He was awesome. So I was listening to a review actually that described Maggie's mom as a black. She turns into a black mom at a certain point. You ain't going nowhere. We are running errands tomorrow. Yeah. We are waking up. You ain't doing none of this shit. Yes. I don't give a damn who the fuck. I don't give a fuck who you fucking think you've been fucking with. Blah, 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 blah. She was just like going off, just spewing shit out. I was like, I remember that.
They had a great relationship.
They did. It was actually interesting. But she did wake up sort of in a good mood. She didn't plan on sort of whatever she had planned for that day. She didn't plan to make it to rough through it. Yeah. To sort of, she wanted to spend time with it and just, I guess, sort of reconnect or whatever. She had good energy basically. Yeah. But
and then she couldn't find her daughter. Yeah. Because a girl stole a car, and that's when she realized I got to get to my spot. So mom's on the way to the rescue. Meanwhile, Ma has all the children in this picture that she wants to take. And that's another thing. Like, they didn't keep consistent with her need to want to revisit her high school years. It's almost like I said, this movie's a few movies. Because, I mean, when you find the cutouts of everybody being, her classmates in her head, and I guess that was supposed to make the flashbacks mean something, it wasn't done.
Not what we ended. That doesn't make sense. That should send us in this revenge mode from the beginning. But it's really not about revenge.
It's because she wants her high school.
Yeah, capturing those high school moments of years that she never had.
But that never stayed clear. That was hinted upon at times in the party scenes. But it didn't. It got really muddled throughout the rest of the movie. So she hangs Maggie. And after she takes the pictures, and then she go upstairs, but then Tanyelle hit her ass with the goddamn, have a hero moment. She hit her with the fucking pot, And the crowd goes wild in my theater because once again, Yale got like 30 freaking people there for her. Crowd goes wild. They go nuts. And again, I didn't know the homie was going to be in this much of the movie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Nigga, I was like, yo, you get to be the hero too, my nigga? Go and get that shit, you heard me?
Fucking right.
So, and again, before Danielle saves all of them, white girl wakes up. I guess her lips done hurt. Black boy wakes up.
I mean, not enough for her to incapacitate her. She does not
have no reaction.
She's about to lift up a body.
Man,
I mean, shit, she's a superhero.
They trying to get out of the kids all wake up. They all try to get out. And they about to get burned down because some catches on fire. Right. Did Ma get stabbed yet?
Yeah, Ma got...
She on the ground for something. No. She's knocked out. No. So she pops up. She grabbed Danielle. She got the power on Danielle.
Right.
The gay guy and the mama come. Everybody get out. Danielle like, bro, you better not leave me. Don't leave me. And for a second, I'm like, white girl, if you leave this girl, that'd be so fucked up.
I'm like, yeah, that's
because they're at that door for a good minute, like they're contemplating leaving my homies.
It seems like something's gonna happen to this poor girl before y'all gonna actually do something. I think this is kind of fucked up.
In a better movie, Ma would have murdered her daughter.
Yeah. There would have been some sort of spike or something. She would
some
have
shit
threw
would
her
have
ass
happened.
on it. And then she would have got stabbed.
A lot of this back and forth is happening for too long to say that everything's on fire. This is a long scene of y'all deciding how to help Danielle out. Like, it's just so weird, dog. Just saying, y'all just crying and screaming, just standing there as Mom's about to throw this girl into the fire.
What are we doing here?
What is this, dog? They don't even decide to help until a girl sees a knife. Dog, Octavia Spencer ain't got no superpowers. She is bold enough to turn her back on y'all while her hands is full with her daughter. If you don't just run up on her and they were not going to help Danielle out until old girl saw the knife. When she turned her back, if you don't run up on this middle-aged woman and conk upside her fucking head, this lady ain't muscular.
Like she buku strong.
No, this lady ain't no karate champion.
Strength or some shit.
She don't have no superpowers.
Say, bro, you missed that scene though when she moved the sofa. By herself.
With her mind. Then decide to pick it up with 3 fingers. Just to show she got telepathic and strength.
She made it spin.
So Maggie stab her in the back. Here go the notorious anti. Wait.
I want to see that again. Wait, please go back. Please go back. Oh my God, the way she got up and looked out that window. Wait, here it is. This is so awesome.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
She looked okay. This is the reason we're laughing. The reason we're laughing so hard right now is
she just got stabbed.
She got stabbed, and that made her let her daughter go. I keep calling her Danielle because that's Danielle, but what's her name? Jeannie. She let Jeannie go, and she got stabbed with a fucking butcher knife, dog. And she's able to get up,
missed all of the
walk to the door. She looks out of that door like she's checking the mail. Not like she's in a burning building. Not that she's bleeding out. Like she's just saying, hey.
Make sure her friends got into their vehicle. Right? At the end of the barbecue. They've been drinking a little bit. I just want to make sure they get into their car, all right.
And she looks,
okay?
And she looks beautiful.
Yeah.
No, that makeup looks amazing.
It looks so natural.
So
just like
she don't look like she's just been around fire and smoke. Nigga, her hair should be frizzed. She should be sweating.
Ma'am, I don't know if you know, but you were pretty close to the fire. You should look more like 50 Cent right now.
She looks beautiful. I'm looking at the shot. It's a beautiful shot. I'm like, damn, my Octavia looking so pretty right there.
I know, like, this not like she was stabbed in the back or nothing.
Then she walks upstairs
and lays down.
She doesn't. No. Stop, son. She doesn't crawl upstairs. If I was stabbed in the back or on the side.
Walks with her back arched, just straight up.
Just rolling up the steps.
Never like better posture.
Just dancing like rerun up the steps.
Yeah.
Nigga. By the time she gets to the room where your boy daddy is laid out, my nigga, she ain't like collapsing on the bed or nothing.
She just gently gets in there next to him like it's
she looks at him for a little while too.
Yeah. She's sort of like, I did that. Like I'm proud of my work.
I think this is about the time I should die.
Yeah.
This seems like a pretty good die time.
Seems like about about the place.
Yep, yep.
I don't see any better time.
Time to cuddle. I think I'm gonna be Big Spoon this time.
I think it's about time for me to get the love I've been waiting for.
Look, cuddle.
You know,
with the guy that should have been the focus of her hatred because he fucked over her in the flashbacks that they painstakingly showed us as if they had any bearings on this story. And the time that they should have had bearings, they didn't. So
it seemed like they needed to pick a central focus, and that wasn't really
that's what I keep saying, bro.
Something that they had.
That's what I keep saying, bro.
They had a handle on
and clean up the sloppy moments again.
Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff would have fell into place. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's fun. Again, if I turn my brain completely off, that's another thing, son. And I can't even say it's okay. It's fun, but it's fun. You see how light my voice got? It's fun, but again, the thing that would have made it memorable, there's nothing memorable. They had no memorable kills. The most memorable kill was running over the chick. That's the most memorable kill. That's the only memorable kill in the whole film. In a horror film with a cast as large as what was freaking showed to me in the trailer, I should be remembering more of these deaths.
Well, they did sort of give me, you know what, one thing I will say about the trailer is that it did give me an uneasy sort of feeling, and I didn't know exactly what to expect. Like, instead of like no venom at all, I thought it was maybe gonna sort of create a new like sort of set of rules, if you will, or something like that. You know, maybe they would cross some, just maybe push some lines or something somewhere the way it was kind of.
They pushed a line.
No, they didn't. But I thought they would, and it gave me the impression that they would, and it's just at the end of the day, no, it wasn't the bill of goods I was originally sold. So but it happened.
Right.
So and I just felt like that's where this movie just felt. It had no creativity. So everybody has sort of a punishment. We're gonna sew old girl's lips up. I forget her name.
No, son. What? But this scene is when in the theater I realized that the movie had no balls. From that scene on, because I'm like, he's knocked out, and she put the iron on him.
And no response whatsoever, like no screaming out in agony, you poor child.
In a better movie, he would have awoken, and she would have kept doing it. It's not scary to do it to a prone body. What makes it scary is it's scary the buildup of if you do it to a prone body, you like, oh shit, that's fucked up. But the building suspense is she keeps it on there, and then you start seeing him waking up a little bit and moving, and then he just starts freaking the fuck out, and then she keeps doing that makes it scary. Yeah. You feel me?
Now, granted, it still made me jump both times, but still, the potency of it.
The potency of it
is not the same.
That was a great spot. I love that spot of her sewing that girl mouth together.
You like that?
It wasn't bloody enough. She woke up like it didn't fucking happen. Both of them, the dude with his flesh burnt off and the girl with the lips woke up like nothing fucking happened. But my thing is, son, again.
Why was that her punishment? Because
she talked too much. She kept being a bitch. I understand why sewing the lips was the punishment.
Sewing the lips was the punishment? Okay. All right, so fair enough. We'll give her that one.
But that should have led to a bleed out. Like,
okay. Yeah, I mean,
they were never truly punished. How you gonna punish him while they knocked out? You sew her lips together while she's awake. That is what freaking hurts. And the black dude got nothing.
Yeah, so his punishment, which I appreciate though, shout out. So his punishment was
I ain't about to advocate for the one black character besides Danielle. Yeah, I ain't gonna advocate for it, but I'm just saying.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
In a good horror movie like this, he still died maybe last.
Yeah.
He either dies last or his random ass makes it out of everyone. Like, you kill all the parents, you kill all the kids, and you leave this shit just done with the wisecracking black kid and the main chick, the only ones that made it. I ain't mad either. But as far as torturing him, nothing.
No, nothing. And then I don't even know if there was a actual plan for Andy.
She's gonna fuck him.
Or was that the plan?
I don't know, because she only stabbed him because he
fucking got up that he was trying to, But I mean, I thought that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe her ass is so gone that she might fall for it. Go for it, bro. Kiss her ass. Make her feel like it. Yo, do it like Neo did in The Matrix Reloaded, man. Make her believe you love her. And
she had no plan.
He was
though.
terrible. He was awful because he was a virgin, so he had no clue what he was doing.
He couldn't, because the thing is, he wakes up and Maggie, like, it gotta be some crazy shit to wake up and your girlfriend is tied to her by her neck and freaking, all this other shit going on.
This is a bad, this is a bad day for everyone.
So he tries to lure her in, but she kisses him. She takes the kiss, then she stabs his ass.
She's no idiot. It's like, okay, well, you know what? They
didn't even let him die, even though he was stabbed. And then the cop that was sent to go get the kids earlier, that was actually one of the cool as fuck. He come to check on her, and he come to check on some shit because Maggie's mom is like, man, reports it finally. The only regular person in the whole film, it feels like. And he goes to Ma's house, and he don't believe nothing she on. He already suspicious.
They got cups and stuff from a party and
all this other shit, all these cars out here. Here go the deal, son. She gets saved because Danielle roll up and save her.
Who I'm not even sure if that was her intention when she rolled up.
That's what it felt like.
You felt like her intention.
The last time we saw her, she was up in her room. Now, right when the niggas like, I'm about to come inside.
That was like last night though. This is the next day.
All right, but right when the niggas, she was listening from afar. And then when the nigga like he about to come inside, she rolls up because your girl Maggie start making all this noise.
I guess so, yeah.
And Maggie make all the noise, and Danielle just sitting in her goddamn wheelchair. And then next thing you know, when your dude hears the noise that Maggie's making from the basement, because Ma was making it seem like she was in there by herself. No, she said my daughter's in the back, something she was on. Then her daughter rolls up, and I'm like, yo, why? So I guess the moment that you decided to turn on your mom is when she kills the cop. I guess that's what we're supposed to believe, because I don't know, son. It just seemed like, why would you save her in that moment if you're gonna just do this hero turn later, because what's going downstairs ain't right any goddamn way. It don't lean up. But let's say I'm gonna give you that. Ma kills the cop, the only real kill of the film that she actually does, in my opinion, that makes sense. And they drag him inside. She makes her daughter drag him inside, even though she doesn't want to. And then the mom is a determined mom. Maggie's mom gets her gay coworker, who was expertly played. He was hilarious. He had his moments.
He was awesome. So I was listening to a review actually that described Maggie's mom as a black. She turns into a black mom at a certain point. You ain't going nowhere. We are running errands tomorrow. Yeah. We are waking up. You ain't doing none of this shit. Yes. I don't give a damn who the fuck. I don't give a fuck who you fucking think you've been fucking with. She was just like going off, just spewing shit out. I was like, I remember that.
They had a great relationship.
They did. It was actually interesting. But she did wake up sort of in a good mood. She didn't plan on sort of whatever she had planned for that day. She didn't plan to to rough through it. Yeah. To sort of, she wanted to spend time with it and just, I guess, sort of reconnect or whatever. She had good energy basically. Yeah. But
and then she couldn't find her daughter. Yeah. Because a girl stole a car, and that's when she realized that I got to get the Ma spot. So mom's on the way to the rescue. Meanwhile, Ma has all the children in this picture that she wants to take. And that's another thing. Like, they didn't keep consistent with her need to want to revisit her high school years. It's almost like I said, this movie's a few movies, because I mean, like when you find the cutouts of everybody being her classmates in her head, and I guess that was supposed to make the flashbacks mean something. It wasn't done.
Not what we ended. That doesn't make sense. That should send us in this revenge mode from the beginning, but it's really not about revenge.
It's because she wants her high school.
Yeah, back. Capturing those high school moments of years that she never had.
But that never stayed clear. That was hinted upon at times in the party scenes, but it didn't. It got really muddled throughout the rest of the movie. So she hangs Maggie. And after she takes the pictures, and then she go upstairs, but then Danielle hit her ass with the goddamn, have a hero moment. She hit her with the fucking pot, and the crowd goes wild in my theater, because once again, Yale got like 30 freaking people there for her. Crowd goes wild. They go nuts. And again, I didn't know the homie was gonna be in this much of the movie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Nigga, I was like, yo, you get to be the hero too, my nigga. Go and get that shit. You heard me?
Fucking right.
So and again, before Danielle saves all of them, white girl wakes up. I guess her lips done hurt. Black boy wakes up.
I mean, not enough for her to incapacitate her. She does not have no reaction. She's about to lift up a body. Man, I mean, shit, she's a superhero.
They trying to get out of the kids all wake up. They all try to get out. and they about to get burned down because some catches on fire.
Right.
Did Ma get stabbed yet?
Yeah, Ma got.
She on the ground for some
reason.
No. She's knocked out. No. So she pops up. She grabbed Danielle. She got the power on Danielle.
Right.
The gay guy and the mama come. Everybody get out. Danielle like, bro, you better not leave me. Don't leave me. And for a second, I'm like, white girl, if you leave this girl, that'd be so fucked up.
I'm like, yeah, that's
because they're at that door for a good minute, like they're contemplating leaving my homies.
It seems like something's gonna happen to this poor girl before y'all gonna actually do something. I think this is kind of fucked up.
In a better movie, Ma would have murdered her daughter.
Yeah. There would have been some sort of spike or something. She would have
shit
threw her ass on it. And then she would have got stabbed. A lot of this back and forth is happening for too long to say that everything's on fire. This is a long scene of y'all deciding how to help Danielle out. Like, it's just so weird, dog. Y'all just crying and screaming, just standing there as Mom's about to throw this girl into the fire. What are we doing here?
What is this, dog? They don't even decide to help until a girl sees a knife. Dog, Octavia Spencer ain't got no superpowers. She is bold enough to turn her back on y'all while her hands is full with her daughter. If you don't just run up on her and they were not going to help Danielle out until old girl saw the knife. When she turned her back, if you don't run up on this middle-aged woman and conk upside her fucking head, this lady ain't muscular.
Like she buku strong.
No, this lady ain't no karate champion.
Strength or some shit.
She don't have no superpowers.
Say, bro, you missed that scene though when she moved the sofa. By herself.
With her mind. Then decide to pick it up with 3 fingers. Just to show she got telepathic and strength.
She made it spin.
So Maggie stab her in the back. Here go the notorious Wait.
I want to see that again. Wait, please go back. Please go back. Oh my God, Lucy got up and looked out that window. Wait, it is. This is so awesome.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
She looked okay. This is the reason we're laughing. The reason we're laughing so hard right now is
she just got stabbed.
She got stabbed, and that made her let her daughter go. I keep calling her Danielle because that's Danielle, but what's her name? Jeannie. She let Jeannie go, and she got stabbed with a fucking butcher knife, dog. And she's able to get up,
missed all of the
walk to the door. She looks out of that door like she's checking the mail. Not like she's in a burning building. Not that she's bleeding out. Like she's just saying, hey.
Make sure her friends got into their vehicle. Right? At the end of the barbecue. They've been drinking a little bit. I just want to make sure they get into their car, all right?
And she looks,
okay?
And she looks beautiful.
Yeah.
No, that makeup looks amazing.
It looks so natural. So just like
she don't look like she's just been around fire and smoke. Nigga, her hair should be frizzed. She should be sweating.
Ma'am, I don't know if you know, but you were pretty close to the fire. You should look more like 50 Cent now.
She looks beautiful. I'm looking at the shot. It's a beautiful shot. I'm like, damn, my Octavia looking so pretty right there.
I know, like, this is not like she was stabbed in the back or nothing.
Then she walks upstairs
and lays down.
She doesn't. No. Stop, son. She doesn't crawl upstairs. If I was stabbed in the back on the side.
Walks with her back arched, just straight up.
Just rolling up the steps.
Never like better posture.
Just dancing like rerun up the steps.
Yeah.
By the time she gets to the room where your boy daddy is laid out, my nigga, she ain't like collapsing on the bed or nothing.
She just gently gets in there next to him like it's
She looks at him for a little while too.
Yeah. She's sort of like, yeah. I did that. Like I'm proud of my work.
I think this is about the time I should die.
Yeah.
This seems like a pretty good dying time.
It seems like about the place.
Yeah.
I don't see any better time.
Time to cuddle. I think I'm gonna be Big Spoon this time.
I think it's about time for me to get the love I've been waiting for.
Look, cuddle.
You know.
With the guy that should have been the focus of her hatred because he fucked over her in the flashbacks that they painstakingly showed us as if they had any bearings on this story. And the time that they should have had bearings, they didn't. So
it seemed like they needed to pick a central focus, and that wasn't really
that's what I keep saying, bro.
Something that they had.
That's what I keep saying, bro.
They had a handle on
and clean up the sloppy moments again.
Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff would have fell into place. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's fun. Again, if I turn my brain completely off, that's another thing, son. It's And I can't even say it's okay. It's fun, but it's fun. You see how light my voice got? It's fun, but again, the thing that would have made it memorable. There's nothing memorable. They had no memorable kills. The most memorable kill was running over the chick. That's the most memorable kill. That's the only memorable kill in the whole film. In a horror film with a cast as large as what was freaking showed to me in the trailer, I should be remembering more of these deaths.
Well, they did sort of give me, you know what, one thing I will say about the trailer is that it did give me an uneasy sort of feeling, and I didn't know exactly what to expect. Like, instead of like no venom at all, I thought it was maybe gonna sort of create a new like sort of set of rules, if you will, or something like that. You know, maybe they would cross some, you know, just maybe push some lines or something somewhere the way it was kind of.
They pushed a line.
No, they didn't. But I thought they would, and it gave me the impression that they would, and it's just. Yeah, no. At the end of the day, no. It wasn't the bill of goods I was originally sold. So, but you know, it happened.